one should you invest in? That's what we're talking about. Welcoming each and every one of us. Awesome, awesome. Welcome in. Awesome. Happy Wednesday. Happy, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't even know at this point. Awesome. It means welcoming by okay, Rosemary. How are you doing? Please welcome in. Hot welcome in. How are you all doing today? Happy, welcome, welcome in. Lloyd, critical thinker, how are you doing? Welcome in. How are you doing today? Awesome. And maybe it's ETF, maybe it's real estate. We there are 9 steps to getting to that status. The exact plan to get to that status, to the $1 million status, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Never mind the board. I don't want to wipe it yet because I want to use it as a recap for those that have missed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Bashir, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in. How are you doing? Also indicate where you're connecting from. Peaceful. How are you doing? All the way on the YouTube side. How are you doing? Where are you connecting from? So good to have you today. Welcome in. How are you? If you're new here, drop where you're connecting from. It's so good to meet you. We are on for country number 59 and country number 59 and country number 60 in 11 days. Isn't that amazing? How are you all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. And we're talking about ETF or real estate. ETF or real estate. That's what we're talking about today. As a matter of fact, we're on a 9 step. It's a 9 step journey to get from a zero to $1 million status in terms of the steps that it takes. And you might be wondering, oh, is this even possible? How long is this going to take? A lot of time people miss step number 2 and step number 3, or even step number 4 and jump straight to number 6. And exactly the reason why some people maybe living paycheck to paycheck, it might just not be because of that income. It might just be as a result of the structure that you do not have in place. And that's what we're going to be talking about. And most importantly, we are on number 7 today. We're going to be talking about real estate. We have talked about number 6 was ETF, but I'm going to do a quick recap. Welcome in, boss. Sulani, welcome in. If you're new here, drop 1, I am new. Drop 1 and indicate where you're connecting from. I am in Texas in United States, and I'm Dr. Lina. I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a doctor of business and technology, a serial investor with close to 2 decades of investing. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology, also a professor teaching AI cybersecurity, deep learning and information system. And I did not gain financial freedom because I was doing what? Saving. Until I stopped saving and I started doing something differently, investing. That is when that's when I gained financial freedom. And that's when I got to this status. So yours might be like, you know what? I want to gain financial freedom and all of those things, right? Yes, while your income is a major contribution to it. However, it's not how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. Zadie, welcome in. Joe Sexy, welcome in. If you're new here, drop 1 in the comment section. I am new. Tap out the live. We're going to get the class started shortly. As soon as we get a 5,000 taps, we get the class started. Get your daily at me. Click on the follow button. If it looks like, don't never mind the board, it's going to get better, but it just shows the cost that comes with. I want to get to that millionaire status. I want to become financially free. And you might be wondering, is it even possible, right? Yeah, it starts with your mind, okay? Rosemary from Ghana, awesome. Rosemary from Ghana, welcome in. Ghana was country number 4. We have a lot of Ghanaians in the house. Ghanaians drop, let us know if you're here. A lot of Ghanaians. Country number 4 out of country number 58 is Ghana. So good to have each and every one of us. Joel, welcome in. Zadie, thank you for tapping out that live. Rosemary, thank you for tapping out the live. If you're new here, drop where you're connecting from. I am from Texas in United States. But guys, Rosemary, the latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Ladi Babe, how are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Nazardine, also from Ghana. Awesome. Make sure you click on that plus sign if you're new here. And if you've been wondering, your goal is, you know what, I want to gain financial freedom with this exactly what we teach here. This is exactly what we teach here. And as a matter of fact, we are moderate risk investors. This is not, just to put a disclaimer, this is not get rich quick scheme. This is not about hypes, or we are actually moderate risk investors. We invest, we follow compound interest rules. We follow, we don't do risky plays, so you would not see us do things that are risky. As a matter of fact, it's not instant gratification, it's more like delayed gratification. But you're going to get there. As a matter of fact, you do it in 10 years or less if you follow the steps. And we're talking about the 9 steps together. I've used it, it's worked for me, it's working for a lot of people. And you can also use the same step. It's not tricks, it's not tips, it's actually strategies. Not tricks, not tips, not tricks, it's a strategy. Okay? Not trip. Hello. Hello. Yeah, the brain. Not sure what is happening. Hello, hello. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure. You're still waiting on you to complete my account. What account? What account? Laddie, yes, I sent you a message. You wanted it on a Saturday. There's no way. There's no way. Send me a message. Send me an email, or send me a message. Left you an email. You requested on a Saturday. There's no way you can do anything on a Saturday. All right. Yeah, there's no way you can do anything on a Saturday. I send it in your timeline and also report them. Hold on. I let it. Yeah, is that if you're the one that scheduled a one-on-one with me? If you scheduled a one-on-one with me, if it's the lady that said, I think she scheduled a one-on-one session with me, right? Nassar, welcome on the red carpet. And Steven sings in your time. I also report them. You are doing a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. So please note that there's some people that have been representing themselves as me. It's not me, guys. It's not me. As a matter of fact, the internet is a little bit tricky. I'm not sure what's going on. Not sure what is going on because I keep going in and out. All right, because the weather is a little. We are having extreme weather here in Texas. So I'm not sure. But if somebody reaches out to you, it's not me. Okay. It is not me. So make sure you report them and block the account. And there's some things looks a little bit tricky on this live. I'm not sure what's going on. It looks a little bit tricky. If you can hear me, let me know. Just let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. And for my YouTube community, welcome in. How are you doing? Let me know where you're connecting from and click on that subscribe button. If you can hear me on the TikTok side, let me know. Because I'm not sure if I'm even live or not. Zaddy, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Nazar, will DM you privately with much respect if you don't mind. Absolutely, send a DM. Can you guys hear me? You can. Awesome. Jason, welcome in. Jesseline, welcome in. Yeah, it's the TikTok side. I'm not sure what's going on. You can. Awesome. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. Not sure what's going on. It just something feels weird. Okay, I'll end that streaming. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm trying to see what is going on. Yeah, I'm that's interesting. That's not me, Yoki. You're just trolling. You're trolling. Hello, can you hear me, guys? Not sure what is going on with we have an extreme weather. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know, guys. And this is on the TikTok side. If you can hear me. Awesome. Jason. Yeah, that's because that's the YouTube side. We also have the TikTok side. Welcome in, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. Yes, you can. Omo Ove. Thank you so much. There's just some very funny things happening. I'm not sure what's going on because the rain has been pouring, and for some reason, the internet has been, AT&T has just been very funny. It's been tricky these days. I don't know if you guys are experiencing that. So I even had to turn off my Wi-Fi, right? Addison, welcome in. How are you? Make sure you click on the subscribe button if you have not done that. So welcome in. And guess what? AT&T got nothing to do with us. Got nothing on us. Yeah, we're going to do what we got to do. We got to do what we're going to be teaching today, right? We will teach today. Nothing is going to stop us because we are already on the way up. We are already up there. All right. Zadie, thank you so much. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps, that threw me away for a bit because it looked like people was here. You just subscribe. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like people were here, but then people, I mean, it just feels funny. So welcome in everyone. How are you all doing today? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let's keep tapping out the you. Okay, you did too. Awesome. Welcome in. Awesome. Let's keep tapping out the live. Zadie, thank you so much for tapping out the live, sharing out the live. As soon as we get 5,000 tap, we get the class started on the on the TikTok side. Awesome. So one of the things we're talking about the exact 9 steps to actually get from a 0 to a million, right? Exact 9 steps. If you follow this step, you will see that things are going to be different when it comes to your finances. And we started this on Monday. Okay, we started it on Monday. So if you missed Monday and Tuesday, I'll quickly do a recap. The first thing first is your income. Even though we're going to start the full class at 5,000. So let's keep tapping out the live. If you're new here, click on the follow button immediately. I'm new. Indicate where you're connecting from and also click the follow button so that we can welcome you properly into the $1 Million League. Awesome. And also note that there's scammers right there. It's if somebody comes to you and say, try to tell you about crypto or say that they have WhatsApp number, that's not me. That is not me. Be careful. Immediately report them and block them immediately. Report them and block them, okay? You're back. Awesome. At a Lugo. Hey, that is fine. Welcome in. So if you have not clicked on the follow button, make sure you do that right now so you know that you're following the right Dr. Lina, right? We have grown in 11 days, 58 solid countries. What part of Europe are you? What part of it? Maybe you're going to be country number 59. What part of Europe? Welcome in on the red carpet. Awesome. Welcome in. Awesome. So with the exact plan, 0 to a million, okay? The exact plan, that's what we want to talk about. From Germany. All right. Germany was already here. I think it's country number 15 or 17, but so good to have you. So good to have you. Awesome. Perfect. All right. So the first thing is start with your income. And let me tell you something. I'm not one of those people that will sugarcoat it, or I'm not one of those people that will tell you, I'll say it as it is. Don't let anybody deceive you that there's one miracle or there's one magic that's going to happen, except you want an inheritance or you want a jackpot. The only other way to start building your wealth, to initiate your wealth journey, is something called your income. Okay? So your income, it's number one way, like the very common ways. Okay? One of the most common, except you got an inheritance, which is maybe 2% or 5%. Okay? We all wish we had inheritance. Don't we all wish? Okay. So Zadie and everybody that wish to get inheritance, make sure you leave inheritance for your children and your children's children. Okay? All right? So if your parents did not leave for you, all right, you should be the one. Now that you know that it's so cute, okay? Achaluga, thank you so much for the roses. Since your parents did not do it for you, now do it for the generations next to you. Okay, that's the goal. Exactly. And you're doing it. We are all doing it. That's why we're here. That's the $1 million spirit. That's the $1 million league. That's exactly why we're here. It is not just for us, it is for the generations to come. And as a matter of fact, right, of course, we're going to enjoy it, okay? That's number one deal. That's what we do on Sunday night, family and finance. That's what we do, whereby we're ensuring that every member of the family is gaining financial freedom. And also, what are the protection around it? That's part of the things that we talk about. So well done, well done. Thank you all for tapping out the live. If you're new here, make sure you click on the follow button. As a matter of fact, drop where you're connecting from, or just state I'm new here. Also, drop where you're connecting from so that we can welcome you properly. This is the $1 million league, the community of millionaires, people that aspire to become one, or some people, some of us are already millionaires and we're trying to scale to multi-millionaires. And for those that are already millionaires, and millionaires in dollars, by the way, millionaires in dollars, right? Lady Cash just said I'm the latest millionaire in town. And that's the spirit, because there's power of life and death in the tongue. I'm a Jesus baby, so there's power of life and death in the tongue. However, aside from professing it, God says He will bless the works of your hands. So if you don't do the work, there's nothing to bless. So we also execute. Okay, so it's not just about professing it. Okay, faith without works is dead, dead. Okay, so understand that and know peace. So, like I was saying, it starts with your income. Let's keep tapping out the life. Let's keep, thank you all. And if you are new here, make sure you get your daily at me. This is not going to be your regular life. Yeah, me too at first, exactly. Stephen, welcome in. If you're new here, make sure you click the follow button right away. Click the follow button. Get your daily at me, tap out the life, get your pen and paper, because this is not your regular life, guys. This is not your regular life. And we don't talk about, we're serious-minded people. To get to that $1 million style, you can see the board is messed up, right? But by the time you get into it, you will understand why it's messed up, right? We have a 9-step journey. On a 9-step journey, which is, one of it is how 9-step, not one of it, each of them, I'm going to talk through it. We are already on step number 7, and we are going to step number 9. Stephen, welcome in. Click on that follow button if you have not done that. So, like I was saying, there has to be something in your hands. Income, inheritance, right? Inheritance, or you want jackpot, okay? All right, lottery. But some of us are not lucky enough to get the lottery. Neither some of us did not get inheritance, like my friend Zadie did not get inheritance. So what then do we have a choice? What choice do we have? Income, okay? Income. You called my name like someone who knew me years ago, years before now. Oh, okay, that's nice. Maybe we've met. All right, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it's so good to have you. Yeah, make sure you click on that subscribe, follow button if you have not done so. Also go on the YouTube side and subscribe, since we're friends, and on IG as well. Still Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Just go across, since my lost friend Steven sings. Okay. Awesome. So let's go back to class, right? When class starts, once we get to 5,000 taps, you'll see that the smile, enjoy all the smiles, because we're going to go serious. We become serious. Once we get to 5,000 taps, let's also share. Sherry's, how are you? Oh, you're doing that. Welcome. Sherry's, how are you on the YouTube side? Make sure you click on the subscribe button. Welcome, welcome. Well, let me know where you're connecting from as well. Awesome. Thank you so much, Galactic, and I see OV as well. Everyone tapping out the live. Awesome. That's because we have the YouTube and the TikTok community. We're streaming on two platforms at the same time. Awesome. Let's keep doing that. Let's not forget to share. Press my forehead. As a matter of fact, can we power share right now? Alabama. Hey, you're close to Texas, right? When we were going to Florida, I think we went through that. I hope I was saying the right thing. Close to Mississippi and all of that. Awesome. How are you doing? I'm in Canada. Lady Cash is in Canada. Awesome. We are still on for country number 59 and country number 60 in 11 days. But that is absolutely fantastic. Awesome. Awesome. And if you're excited to learn about real estate today, put real estate, or just put re. And if you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. Indicate where you're connecting from. If you're new, as a matter of fact, drop one in the comment. Drop one in the comment while I talk through Awesome, awesome, awesome. If you are excited to learn about today, real estate today, right? Put it in the comment. We've talked about ETF and all of that. Let's keep it awesome. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Right. So get it going. Let's get it going. Let's power share as well. Let's press my forehead on the screen and share. Let's repost. Get your daily at me if you have not gotten your daily at me. REIT is different. Okay, REIT is real estate investment trust. Okay, Steven sings. REIT is real estate investment, so it's more like the real estate in the stock market. Which is real estate, is traditional real estate. Okay, is properties. Yeah, exactly. There's two different things. Yeah, so real estate investment trust. All right, but real estate is traditional, and I'm going to show it to you today. Why REIT is a baby right next to when we talk about real estate, the real estate, and we're going to be talking about that shortly. So let's keep welcoming everyone. Let's can we also power share and do a repost? Let's power share so that these numbers are not encouraging. 19, right? We typically would get about 100. Oh yeah, you're welcome. That's what we're doing here. That's exactly what we're doing there. So it starts with your income. It starts with your income. The higher the income, the lower the expenses. You see this gap that you see here. You see this thing that is as wide as this income expenses. You see how wide it is. The wider it is, the quicker you. I mean, the quicker your millionaire status or financial freedom. The quicker, right? The wider. If it's wide like this, then if you put it, you take this that you see here. If you move it from here and you move it into investments, if you put it in savings, you are still going to be slow, okay? Or you might not even grow, right? But if you move it like that and you move it to investing, you will find yourself, it's going to be accelerated. And you will, before you know it, you can say that I am working because I want to work, not because I want to work to pay bills. I have to work to pay bills because they're two different things. Because remember, the goal, yes, millionaire or no millionaire, financial freedom is the goal, right? Money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal, right? So if while you're working, even you're making a lot of money and you are not, you're making a lot of money and you do not have financial freedom, meaning you're trading your time for money, you don't have control over your time, then you're not getting, it's not financial freedom, you're simply trading your time for money, period. That's what you're doing. Matthew, the latest millionaire in town, on the red carpet, and anyone that is, Oleb girl, how have you been? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Welcome in, Oleb. How are you doing? And everyone, thank you all for tapping out the live. Get your daily at me, share out the live. We're getting it started, and we're talking about real estate today, by the way. By the way, Olebs, yes, we're talking about real estate. All right, so it's a 10 step. I know she's going to do that. I know she's going to do that. It starts with your income. The next thing, secondly, we're almost at we're already at 5,000. Let's also power share. Ajay, welcome in. Yeah, let's also power share. Remember to power share. Press my forehead on the screen. Share it with your friends and family, right? Let them come and learn. The other thing is that tap out the like, get your pen and paper, click on the follow button, stay 2 minutes. If it looks like what you're looking for, click on that follow button. If you have not done that, do that immediately. Awesome. Welcoming each and every one of us. So, the wider, I got a pre-qualification letter from VA for my next property. That's what we're talking about. That's what we are talking about. See, that is the result that we see here. That is the results that we see here. The other day she talked about how she had the one of the kids schedule have their authorized user and all of that. You've joined your fan club for wow, that's good. Good job, awesome. All right, so it starts with your income. Emergency fund is the next thing. A lot of people miss step number 2, $0 to $1 million, the exact step. Okay. The exact step. You joined my fan club for 100 days. That is amazing. Yay. Hundreds old days. And I hope that has been life-changing, Olebs. I hope that has been life-changing. 100 days. I hope it's been life-changing. Okay. So emergency fund, you put it in an IU savings account, 3 to 6 months. Okay. 3 to 6 months of expenses. That's what is in there. Your utility, your transportation, your feeding, and of course your housing, right? Those are the 4 things. 4 things: housing, transportation, feeding, and of course your utilities. 4 things. right? Four things. Those are the four things that you have to put on, that you put in your emergency fund. This is very critical in a case where there's an emergency. You know that your family is taken care of for 3 to 6 months. Okay, lots of income, major, maybe there's an illness or anything. You are able to take care of your family while you're trying to figure yourself out. So it's very important. Number three is eliminate high interest debt. Any debt that is above 3 to 6, any debt that is above 10%, make sure that is taken care of. So those high interest debt like credit cards. Thank you so much for the roses, filling up that gift gallery. Really, really appreciate the actual logo, right? So the eliminate high interest debt. Any debt that is above 10%, do you want to make sure you take care of it before you think of investing? A lot of people make this mistake, and that's the reason. Finance basic, thank you so much. That's the reason why a lot of people get stuck at times. Thank you so much, Oles. I love that millionaire avatar. I love it. Thank you so much for filling that up. Really, really appreciate it. Eliminate high interest debt. Any debt that's above 10%, okay? Take care of it, all right? It's a killer of wealth. Oh, thank you so much for the Go Populars. Thank you. All right, Go Popular to help this community. And if you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button so we can welcome you properly in here. Awesome. Thank you so much for the repost. That's how it's been done. Then, I interest that make sure you take care of it before any other thing, before investing. Okay. Yeah, I love the daily admin. Thank you. All right. So, how do you take care of a snowball method, avalanche method, and of course, debt consolidation method? Any of those three methods, use it to pay off your credit. As a matter of fact, we need to take care of this. Yeah, thank you. As a matter of fact, we need to take care of this if you are talking about real estate. Except you are buying real estate cash, you need to take care of the high interest debt because it's going to impact your credit. And when we get to that stage, you will understand what I mean. Because there's a major difference. Somebody with a 730, 750 credit and somebody with a 620 credit. Remember, Olep just said, I just got qualified for a VA loan, right? The rates that she's going to get, of course, the VA loan is like the cheapest, all right? Of course, is the lowest, right? And thank you so much, all the people, the military. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you so much for your service. Because that's only for the people in the military, okay? That's only people that have been in the military. They're the only ones that can get a VA loan. All right. So, but when you take care of this debt, your credit is going to, of course, with other factors, your credit is going to go up. We need that credit to be up there because the difference, oh, thank you. The difference between your credit, right? The difference between the interest you get when your credit is here, like here, and when your credit is here, the difference is super high. Okay, the difference is super high because it could be as high as 1% difference, 0.5, and that is thousands of dollars, like literally thousands of dollars out of your pocket. Okay. All right. I have houses that my interest is 1.75, and I have the one that is 2.5. I have the one that is 7.5. It's almost double the mortgage. Understand that? That's how crazy it is, in case you do not understand. So the credit is very crucial, except you are buying it cash. Okay. And if you're a cash buyer, that's a different thing, right? That's a different thing. And let's keep tapping out the life. Let's keep tapping out the life. Yeah, let's not pause tapping out the life. Let's also get our daily at me. If you're new here, sit tight for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. Make sure you click on the follow button. 2 minutes, click on the follow button. As a matter of fact, just to put a disclaimer out there, Dr. Lina, it's right now, I'm not following anybody, okay? I'm not going to be following you. Why? Because there's some people representing themselves as Dr. Lina, and they will come, they will try to follow you. When they follow you, they will try to scam you by saying, oh, you know what, I will help you trade crypto. Join my WhatsApp group, go on Telegram group. I don't have a Telegram group. I don't have a WhatsApp group. I don't have any of that, okay? So take note of that. What should you do? Report them and block them immediately. Report and block them, okay? You might decide to also do some dancing, something that I'm going to give you some blocking right now, okay? You're a scam and do all of that. Go and see check my story. You would see a guidance there. The other thing is that If you are here right now, click on that follow button if you have not done so, so you know this is the real Dr. Lina. I don't have a backup account. The only other account that I have does not even talk about money. It talks about lifestyle, enjoying your life. Now that you have this money, how do you enjoy your life? Oh, that was a funny one on your. Yeah, exactly. That was funny. I'm glad you saw that. I'm glad he was. I just saw it. It was just hilarious. Okay, it's just leave. Apparently, there's nothing you can do about them, but just to protect our community. So if you're still here and you've not clicked on that plus sign, make sure you click on the plus sign immediately. I'll give you a minute to do that. If you've been sitting here more than 2 minutes, if you're new here, click on that plus sign. And I will hate to see people come and I will hate to see that you are being scammed. I'll hate to see that you are being scammed. Okay, so click on the follow button now that you know that this is the real Dr. Lina. This is real me. Okay, so be careful out there, though. Be careful out there. All right. Eliminate high interest debt. Okay. The other thing is that the number four is the four account system. Okay. And high interest debt is anything, the debt above 10% is a killer of wealth. It's going to slow you down in your wealth building journey. It's definitely going to slow you down in your wealth building journey. So you want to make sure that this is taken care of. All right. Then thank you so much for the share hour. Welcome, welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. Get your daily admin if you have not done so. Number four is four account system. You need to the four account system that you need to have, right? And we're talking about the exact plan from $0 to $1 million. Exact plan that you need to follow to get there, right? Something that's going to make that journey quicker for you, right? And of course, also make sure that you get to that status, okay? Awesome. So the four account system is the other thing that you need to have. The four account system. What are those four accounts that you need to have? Number one, you need to have your income account, which is the only account that you have. Thank you so much for the shares. Which is the only account, right? Most people only have this account, the income account, but you need to have some more accounts. So that income account is your income goes into that account, but every other then it's a disbursement center, like a distribution center. Once that income comes in, then it funds some other account. So the other account that it's going to fund is going to be accounts like your emergency fund. Remember, we said emergency fund. This is very critical. Emergency fund is the second account you need to have. Then the third account is your bills, your regular bills account. Your bills for the month, you need to have that. Then number four, or the last account is your wealth account. This is the one that's going to be on the investment side. So your retirement, and that's going to lead us to number five, right? Setting up your future, which is your retirement, right? Taking care of that, because you don't want to enjoy the life now and you don't have something in retirement. If you're waiting on social security, I hope we know that there might not be social security at our own time. I hope you know, because as what it says right now, it says social security is going to run out by 2032, right? Except there is a form of intervention. Okay, so that money that they are deducting, and if you get something, is very, very minimal. It cannot meet your living expenses. So you have to make sure that you take care of your future as well. So like your 401k, your Roth IRA, your what's the other thing? Your HSA for your health, right? Your Roth IRA is your tax advantage account. And if you're in the UK, you're in Canada, that's about TFSA, ISA. Okay, you're in Europe, that's about ISA. Your 401k is about pension, right? If you might have pension in your country, make sure you take care of that. Thank you so much, Awa doing. She's heavily sharing. Really, really appreciate that because you help this life significantly. Then the last thing, then the step the number six step, and also you need to take care of your present in terms of investing brokerage account, because all other accounts I just talked about, you will not be able to withdraw it, okay? Because it's for your future, right? The only one you can touch right now, the only one we can touch is going to be your brokerage account, all right? Which is going to lead us to the brokerage account that you're going to open. And what are you going to be buying in that brokerage account? You can buy things like ETF. What is ETF? A whole basket of stocks, right? Basket of stocks versus individual stocks, right? A basket of stocks versus individual stocks. Because with individual stock, there is a risk, okay? Major risk for you to lose all your money. With the basket of stocks, there is a whole basket. So even if the stock goes down, one stock goes down, you still have 99, you still have 100, you still have 500. So it doesn't have a major impact. The return might not be as a huge surge, but at the same time, you are able to. That's why I would say we are moderate risk investor here. We are not high risk investors. I have invested in the stock market, and 6 years ago, I lost about $99,000. And that's why I got on board and I figured out how the multimillionaire invest. And that's what I started using. When I started using the method, which is the ETF, right? Real estate, that's when I was able to gain financial freedom. Obviously, definitely not saving. All right. So this is where we are at, and we are now on number 7. This is step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is what we've done in the past 3 days in depth. This is day 3, and now we are already on number 7, which we're going to go in depth. So if you're new here, you stayed here for 2 minutes, and you're just meeting me for the first time, put 1 in the comment section. Put 1 in this comment section. I'm new here. Put 1 in the comment section. It's been an interesting journey. We've had 58 countries represented in 11 days. All right. So I'd love to meet each and every one of us. So maybe we're going to get country number 59 and country number 60 today. It will be so amazing. So if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I am now. Thank you very much for this free for me. We greatly appreciate you, and God bless you. God bless you too, Awa. Thank you so much for all those shares, tapping out the live, sharing out the live. Just meeting me, I'm a doctor of business and technology, and my day job is vice president of technology. That's because I have my master's and doctorates in strategic business and information management system. I'm also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. My background, okay, my bachelor's is in, I'm an economist. I'm also a chartered accountant. But with all of that, I still did not get financial freedom. Maybe you caught it that that's double income. Vice president of technology with a solid income. And at the same time, a professor, that's double income. But guess what? I still did not gain financial freedom because I was saving my money. And until I stopped saving and started doing what? Investing in whatever I'm teaching you today, ETF, real estate, businesses, that is when I did gain financial freedom and got to the status. So if that's what you're looking for, you want to gain the status, make sure you click on that subscribe button, follow button immediately, okay? Wait, as a matter of fact, if we hear more than 2 minutes, 2 minutes, click on that follow button. We want to make sure we welcome you properly. And some people, like I said, 58 countries in 11 days. That's huge. We're getting about 200 to 300 followers every single day. So also is also the scammers that are also growing every day. And that's why you might see people come to your inbox, try to say, oh, you know what? I do this. I'm acting like Dr. Lina. It's not me. Don't fall for it. So click on the follow button. If you have been sitting on the window, let's welcome you. And this is the $1 Million League. So if yours is, you know what, I want to ask, I aspire to become a millionaire, or you're already a millionaire, you want to become a multi-millionaire, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. I'm going to welcome all of these people as a millionaire in a minute. You would see how we welcome them, because this is the $1 Million League, the League of Millionaires, people that want to aspire to become a millionaire in 10 years or less. Some people in this community, right, already just crossed $500,000, okay? $500,000 in, they've done it. But guess what? It's not a magic. This is not tricks. This is not tips. This is not get rich quick scheme. We have solid structure that we follow right here. So if it sounds like what you're looking for, you want to become a millionaire, you might just be a trailblazer. Like there's never been a millionaire in your family, and you want to break it, right? Then make sure you click on that follow button right here, right now. The other thing is that ensure that you are protected out there, that no other person is coming because this is the only Dr. Lina. Click on the follow button right now. Awesome. And for all those people that click on the follow button, and sorry, permit me, I always take my time because it is not easy to become a millionaire. All right, it's not easy. So let's see. I want to make sure I did not miss anybody. All right, so first we do have the first person, Rose, Fierce VP, Baki Sen, Angel Moon, Kim Lala, Dr. Otman, FM Success, who else? Sun Girl, Queen Esther, the latest millionaire in town. latest millionaire in town on the red carpet. This is the $1 million league. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are welcome in. And on the YouTube side as well, if you have just clicked on that subscribe button, let me welcome you if you're new here. Welcome in each and every one of us. Welcome in. You're seated here and you believe that you want to become a millionaire, or you feel that you don't want to be, or whatever, right? Or you're just sitting on the window. You're sitting outside. You are grand, okay? So millionaire status in dollars, by the way, it's not child's play. It's just a few people that attain that. People work from 20 to 65. They never attain that. So come on the red carpet, stop hiding on the window, come through the door. Let's welcome you grandly. Make sure you click on that follow button immediately. And this is not your regular life, okay? Class is about to be in session. We just did a recap earlier. Class is about to be in session. Wait 1 or 2 minutes. If it looks like what you're looking for, click on the follow button immediately. 2 is that you tap out, you get your daily at me, okay? Get your daily at me, cost you 1 penny. It shows that you're a fan. It shows that you're a millionaire within this community. That's how we know ourselves. Number 3 is you tap out the live. 4 is you share out the live. We never start the class until we get 5,000 taps. You share out the live. The other thing is that, of course, you are going to engage, right? We're going to, because I'll ask you a question. Remember, I'm a professor. I ask question, you would engage and you respond in the comment section, right? So that you would, it's just to also buttress the learning. This is a class, okay? And lastly is you need to get your pen and paper on the side, okay? Pen and paper on the side. Go Popular helps this life. If you can fill the gift gallery, that'll be much appreciated. Whatever you can do, that'll be much appreciated. But most important is your learning. You'll see me more frequently this July. You see me more, okay, because we are on a financial freedom drive. What does this mean? Our goal is to increase financial education, helps people's education when it comes to finance, to also that would help them to gain financial freedom. All right, because if you have financial education, poverty goes down, and also our goal is to reduce crime. Poverty and crime goes hand in hand. So this is more like a drive to a drive to help reduce crime. Ultimately, that is the goal. All right, so welcome in each and every one of us. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Awesome. Welcome in for all the 100 people. I hope you've clicked on that follow button if you haven't done that. Now we're going to go straight into today's class. I want to ask you something. Kobe, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. And you guys are doing amazing, tapping out that live, sharing out that live. I love it. And let's also keep repost this also. If you have large following, repost is great. Goal is for us to get to at least 50,000 tabs. Get your daily at me. Queen now just got a daily at me. Welcome in. Also, if you care to share, let me know where you're connecting from. So one question I want to ask you, and where's my one question? Oh, someone asked a question earlier. Somebody asked a question. Please, if you can repeat your question. I thought, what ETF and real estate are you investing in? That's what real estate is real estate, right? There are different types of real estate, land and all of those, land, single family homes, commercial properties, all of those, okay? All of those, okay? Does that answer your question? And ETF, of course, ETF, the one that suits my needs, all right? Okay, one is at least S&P 500, all right? Thank you all for tapping. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's get it to 50,000 taps. So I have a question for you, because a lot of time, like you can see, ETF or real estate. Who is team ETF? Who is team real estate? Put it in the comments. Let's start put it in the comment section. Team real estate, team ETF. If you are team ETF, put it in the comment section. You are team real estate, or you are team both. Put it in the comment. Just put both. So team ETF, or none of it at all. Also put it in the comment section. Team ETF, team real estate, team both. Okay. Yeah, laddie, you got my message. We cannot invest on Saturday. If you're the one that scheduled the one-on-one consultation, right? If you're the one that we have the session already, and I needed to help you for 10 minutes, right? A follow-up for 10 minutes. You know what to do, okay? You have to be during the week, during the trading window. It has to be between 9 and 2 p.m. Starting real estate soon. Good job. Okay, I think we see Team, yeah, Olebs, you are team boat. You are team boat. Because you are right now is just where you are at. Okay, it's team boat. Okay, team ETF. Now, do we have some people on the latest millionaire in town? I know that's because you are team boat. Any other person, we have 98 people here, right now, right? We need to, this is an introduction, right? Remember, I said you need to engage two-way things, right? Or I don't even do anything at all. I don't do anything. Just say I do, just put zero. Put zero. I'm not even ETF real estate, none. Put zero, because of course we have situations like that, and it's not your fault because they did not teach you that in school. Alice, latest millionaire in town, welcome in, right? Team Bolt, okay, zero. Our says, yeah, we have exactly. Okay, who else? Right? We have 112. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button immediately. Welcome in. We welcome you in here. Click on that follow button, tap out the live, get your daily at me. 00 Queen Esther. All right. So for the people that said zero, right? Keep dropping it. You said zero. See, keep Akim, latest millionaire in town. For those that said zero, where are you even saving money at all? So where do you put your money, right? I'm not ETF, I'm not real estate. What are you doing? Is it that you're not saving anything at all, or you just leave it in the savings account? If you just put savings account, or you just say, so that we can, it's a very, very good conversation. You would understand the reason, because I would have just gone straight into the teaching expecting that everybody is either ETF or real estate. I would never know that there's some people that are not doing it, right? They're not even doing anything at all. Your savings and checking hour. Okay, we're going to change that, because that's number one thing that is slowing us down. All right. High yield savings, fears. I don't think what you're talking about. I do not understand what you mean. Right? Can you rewrite that, Queen? Esther, can you rewrite that high yield savings account? So I think, guys, can you permit me today? I know that some people are already here. If you're not doing it, what are you doing? She latest millionaire in town. All right, so let me just quickly explain. And please, I'll take quick minute of your time. Quick minute of your time, and we're going to have, because if you're a very pictorial learner like me, I am actually very pictorial. That's why you see me having all this board here, right? We're going to do 3 scenarios. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. So we're talking about, no, Queen, you don't have to be sorry. We're talking about this already on day 3 of the steps to getting to gaining financial freedom. 9 steps to gaining financial freedom. 9 steps to getting to that millionaire status. That's exactly what we're talking about. We are already on, this is day 3, and we are on step 7. So part of what and we'll recap for those that are just joining, we'll recap later. Part of what the next step that we are on right now is number 7, which is real estate. Number 6 is ETF. That is investing. That is real investing. Now, before then, we have saving. So there are different options. There are different things. When you get that your income, what do you do with it? Do you just use it to fund lifestyle? Okay? Do you use it to fund lifestyle, or are you just using it to pay bills? Or are you setting some money aside? Do you just keep it in savings? And if you keep it in savings, I want to show you the impact. Or yours is you just eat all the money and you don't leave anything in reserve. Okay, that's another scenario. Or yours will be, because every of the scenario, you take the money. The first scenario is you get your income and then you spend everything, right? No reserve. The second is you getting the reserve, but you're putting it in savings account. The third scenario is you're getting the reserve, right? You're getting that money and you're putting it in investing. And the investing you're doing it, maybe you're putting it in the stock market, ETF, or maybe you're putting it in real estate or businesses. So those are like the different scenarios that we are trying to put it in. So, and if you're putting it in savings account, there can also be high yield savings account. So I'll quickly show it to you, the impact of everything right now. So the question was, are you team ETF or real estate? Or are you team I'm not saving anything at all? Or I'm saving, put savings. I am not saving anything at all. Just put zero. So meaning you are not doing anything at all right now. Okay. So let me just quickly And I'll try to be quick. I want to do it in 5 minutes. Somebody keep, let's get 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Somebody keep track of the time. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. And of course, if you are new here, click on the follow button. Click on that follow button immediately. You don't know how to click on the follow. There's a plus sign in front of your name. Click on that immediately. As a matter of fact, wait for 1 or 2 minutes. If you are seated here, click on the follow button. Please, I will never come into your inbox to say, Doctor, we trade crypto, we do all of that. I don't have WhatsApp group. I don't have what's the other one? Telegram. It's not me. It's a scam. They will tell you it's a backup account. It's not me. So click on the follow button so you know you're following the right person right now. And General Sammy, the latest millionaire in town. ETF is trying to understand more. Okay, you're trying to understand Team ETF, but you're trying to understand more. Awesome. Okay, real estate. Real estate. Awesome. Okay, so the thing about it is, so let's see. First is this is your income. Remember, I said it starts with your income. This is the triangle: lifestyle and bills. And this is asset. This is cash flow. Here is something called delayed gratification. Let's put it as DG. Guys, if all that, a lot of time what we're taught in school is this income, lifestyle. If that's what you're doing, that is what is called paycheck to paycheck. And you're not going to, it's going to be a cycle because you have to continue to have this income. This is a paid income. You have to continue doing this. This is what is called rat race. This is what we call hamster wheel, because you're just funding lifestyle. You will do it, you earn it every month, you spend it here. Earn it every month, you spend it here, right? That's not, and a lot of middle class fall in this category, regardless of how much you earn. If this is what you're doing, you're not going to build wealth. You will not gain financial freedom. You work from age 20 to 65, and then you'll be okay, okay? But that's it. But building generational wealth is not going to work. However, the multimillionaire does something differently. They follow a different route. This is what we were taught. Smart Works, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. The multimillionaire does something differently. They do not follow this route, okay? This is the route they taught us to keep everybody working 9 to 5 from the biggest scam in history. Working 9 to 5 for 45 years. This is the scam, all right? Now, and this is, it's working, okay? Now, for you, the millionaires are the multi-millionaire, no, not the millionaires, the multi-millionaire follow a different route, okay? Which is what we are teaching, the 9 steps, right? It's income, and then it goes into, you take some of this income, you use it to fund lifestyle. Ideally, this will be about like 50%. Have you heard about 50-30-20 rule, right? 50-30-20 rule. As a matter of fact, I change it from 50. I say 50-40-10 rule. 50 here, 40 here. If you can even do 50 here, the better. Alano, latest millionaire in town. If you do 50 here, right, your journey of becoming a millionaire or gaining financial freedom will be quicker. You get it in 10 years or less. Because that's why it's called the delayed gratification. The more you can delay this gratification, the quicker you can gain financial freedom and be set up for life and build generational wealth. Because there's something called time in the market. Time that you stay always surpasses you. Every minute, every day that you wait also determines if you are going to be successful, you're going to build how much wealth you're going to be building, period. All right. So take this income. All right, if you use 40% and you put it towards something called asset. This asset that we're talking about, just remember, ETF, real estate, okay, right? These are assets, businesses, those are assets, because it's going to generate it's going to give you something called returns, right? There's going to be a form of returns, and this return is going to automatically now fund this lifestyle. Right? Is it that you take all this income? This income is serving two purposes, not just the lifestyle. If you use it towards lifestyle only, that's paycheck to paycheck. But if you go this route, you put it towards asset, right? And it will give you some returns, okay? And then it's going to start giving you some cash flow. Then you can fund this lifestyle and bill. So this is where I always say that instead of you trying to look wealthy, that's what I mean. Instead of you trying to look wealthy, using all your income to fund lifestyle and bills and buying a Gucci shirt for $1,000 just because they wrote Gucci in front of it, trying to mimic a rich man, right? Use the money to buy this asset, buy the stock of Gucci if it exists, and then let that asset now fund the Gucci shirt that you want to buy in future. All right, so that is it. Another set that you want to, oh, hello Gabby, how are you? Make sure you click on the subscribe button. Another thing that you want to also do, the kind of asset, is intellectual, and a lot of times my community do not do that. Okay, intellectual knowledge, right? Invest in skills. Get this, one of the biggest assets you can invest in, and I want to start talking about that more. You will hear that intellectual, like, invest in skills, invest in knowledge. The best knowledge investment you can have is in yourself. It can never be taken away from you. Once you earn it, like the skill that you've learned from your employer right now, even if he lays you off, that skill does not wipe off from your brain. It remains there, and you can use it for another employer in another place again and again and again, right? Maybe you join an employer and you never had what's it called? You never knew how to use Excel. By the time you move to another company, right? By the time you move to another company, it's going to be different. All right. All right, all right. Okay. So if you're new here, welcome in, welcome in each and every one of us. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. If your goal is actually to build wealth the right way, make sure you click on the follow button right now. Okay, immediately, right? We're teaching the 9 steps to actually build wealth, the 9 steps, and this is the beginning and the foundation of it. All right, we're already on step number 7, but I just needed to go back to the foundation. My day job is vice president of technology and also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I'm a chartered accountant and an economist, but I've been investing for close to 2 decades. All right, and with all of that, until I started investing, I understood the structure. That is when I gained financial freedom, got to the $1 million status, and exactly the steps I'm teaching right now. And we are on a financial freedom drive this July. So I'm here 1:30 Central Time and 8 p.m. Central Time, trying to help as many people as possible to gain financial knowledge. Once you have that financial knowledge, the goal is to gain financial freedom, which is going to help reduce poverty, and poverty is going to help reduce crime. Poverty and crime, they are like brothers and sisters. So the ultimate goal is to reduce crime, getting people to be financially free, teaching us the things that we were not taught in school. Because guess what? This is what we were taught in school. All this side is what you were taught in school. Fund lifestyle. That's why a lot of people are on paycheck to paycheck. But if you go this route, put some of it towards asset. This asset is now going to create additional income for you. It gets to a point that even replaces your income. All right. And then it's going to give you cash flow. Then you fund this lifestyle. And this is unlimited. Unlimited. Nothing can. You are in your sleep. You are on one island on souping coconut water. You don't need to bother yourself. You're good. Okay. And Marcus, the latest millionaire in town. Marcus and Crypto, the latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in on the red carpet. You have been sitting on the window and you've been here 2 minutes. It looks like what you're looking for. Make sure you click on the follow button. Otherwise, time is money as well. Time is money. We want to make sure that we welcome you. Is either you're here or you're not, okay? If you're new here, right? You have been here 2 minutes. It looks like what you're looking for. Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you. But if you think that is not what you're looking for, it's okay for you to scroll. I do that when I go into people's life as well, right? Because I value my time. If it's something that is beneficial to me, I click on that follow button. The Amazing Grace on the YouTube side, welcome in. Michael, welcome in as well. Welcome in. Click on that subscribe button on the YouTube side. Magic Logistics, latest millionaire in town. Can I elaborate on dividend kits? These are companies that have been paying dividends for more than 100 years. So companies like Procter & Gamble, Aristocrat, yes, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, all those kind of companies. Yes, they will give you dividends. As a matter of fact, I worked for one of them for 8 years. All right. Awesome. Any other person, I know we are moving fast. Any other person still waiting on the window? Let's bring them on the red carpet. Millionaires just don't peep through the window. You walk in, grand entrance. You welcome. Grand entrance. Come in on the red carpet so that we can welcome you properly. As a matter of fact, we want to make sure that there are no BOTs here as well. We want to make sure that you're real human. Real human, thank you so much for filling the gift gallery. Crypto, awesome. I said I spend more than 10 minutes talking about that. All right, so the first step of it is you putting your money in asset. And I'm not also going to, for my friends that all that you're doing is they're not saving. So the fact that you don't save money at all, it's a no-no, okay? You don't put money aside at all, you're not going to be building wealth, okay? So we're not even going to do that. All right, so we've already, hey, K and V, welcome in. How are you doing? Make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done so. Welcome in. So now we're going to do three or four different scenario. So we have savings. So we have savings. We have the saver. What best platform you experience to use for what? Okay, for what? And watching from Ivory Coast. Welcome in Ivory Coast. That is country number 59. We got country number 59 in the house. Country number 59 in 11 days. Country number 59. That is absolutely amazing. Ivory Coast is country number 59. We have been tracking the community members and we've had 59. This is country number 59. Malaysia and purchasing ETF and dividend stocks. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Let's not, I might not be able to answer all your questions right now so that we can get into it, but I take question after. Pack your question to the end of the live so we're not distracted. Tonton, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Okay, all right, so we have savings. These are the people, team savers. Stephanie, the OG in the house, welcome in. How are you, girl? No, you don't have to apologize. It's just so that we don't get distracted and we can focus. So we have team savings, right? Team savings. Now we have two types. We have traditional savers, and then we have high yield, and we have what's it called, CD. These are two different. This is a two different category. Then we have team ETF, and then we have team real estate, and of course we have team boat. Okay, ASAP, latest millionaire in town. Awesome, welcome in. If you are new here, click on that follow button immediately. So good to have you. Let's welcome you on the grand carpet of $1 Million League. Get your daily admins if you have not gotten that. And we also got the community avatar as well, which is called the Millionaire. So all the millionaires, guys, fill up the gift gallery. Lioness Queen, latest millionaire in town. Awesome. Let's keep tapping out the live. It's doing wonders. Hopefully we can get to over 200 as well today. Let's see. Awesome. Thank you for getting your daily at me, tapping out the live. Exactly. Thank you all for doing that. Ogechi, getting your daily at me and filling up the gift gallery. That's great. ETF real estate. Now I'm going to teach you something quickly. K and V best latest millionaire in town. And let's keep it coming. If I don't, I will not pause so that we can keep on going. But I'll come back to it and welcome you. Okay? I hope that's okay, because we don't leave any millionaire. We have to welcome everyone. There's a reason why I do that, right? Sum of life, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So savings, ETF, real estate. Okay? Real estate. Why? If you do something, what does the multi-million? And I'm going to get that to that later. Where does the multi-millionaire put their money? Okay? Because we'll be like, okay, Dr. Lina, where are we even bringing all this? Lyrics, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Okay, before I even go there. So let me tell you something. There's something called the rule of 72, and I'll show it quickly to you. I've talked about it, but for the people that are new, if you are new for the first time here, a first timer here, drop one. You are new, you're a first timer, drop one. Okay, so we know the new people. And then I'm going to also show you how we came about ETF, real estate, and businesses. Okay, drop one. Awesome. Also indicate the country where you're connecting from. That would be great. I am in Texas, in the United States. So we have something called the rule of 72, not rule 72. Rule of 72, it tells you how long it takes your money to double. Rufik, latest millionaire in town, welcome all the way from California, right? Ghana, awesome, that's great. Awesome, from Ivory Coast, awesome. New Jersey, that is beautiful, awesome, great. So there's something called the rule of 70. Keep dropping it, keep tapping out the live, keep dropping it. If you have not clicked on the follow button, Atlanta, Georgia, great. Make sure you click on the follow button if you have not done that. Younger Adidas, Nigeria, that's beautiful. Click on the follow button if you have not done that. Virginia, awesome. I'm new connecting from Houston. Oh, okay. We need to get together. I am in the suburb of Houston. Welcome in, great the science kids. Awesome. Orland, Ohio. Awesome. That's beautiful. Welcome in. Hour from Orland. Awesome. Great the science kids. Great, great. Had vision from Nigeria. That is beautiful. I just returned from Dallas. That's beautiful. Awesome. Let's keep dropping it. When I see any country, or if you see any country that we have not represented there, we are already 59. Country 59. We are on for country number 60. By the way, Panama. Washington, by the way of Panama. Are you from Panama or Washington? Which one? Chris. And for everybody that dropped that they are new, make sure you click on that follow button. Lee Jane and Chris, latest millionaire in town. Minnesota here. That's beautiful. Panama, crypto. Are you saying you are in Panama or you're in Washington? Which of the Barbados? And that's country number 60. In 11 days, 11 days. Awesome. You're born in Panama, but you're in what? Okay. And oh my goodness. And we have Barbados. What a country that I love. Country number 60 in 11 days. Isn't that insane? Awesome. Oh, my Canadians are in the house. I'm great, mom. I'll send you a DM. I'm not a mom. Awesome. You're making me look old. Awesome. Great. Let's keep dropping it. If you're new here, make sure you click on the follow button. Also, if you're new, also know that we have the scammers in the house as well. They are also chilling. So make sure you click on the follow button. They will come after you. Make sure you report and block them immediately. Don't fall for it. I don't do crypto. I don't have Telegram group. If there's any product we have at all, the link is in the bio, and you will go through a payment gateway, a secured payment gateway. So we don't do Zelle and all of those things. So be careful. Click on the follow button right now so you know that you are following the right person. They have my picture. They have everything about me. They have my picture. They will tell you it's my backup account. It's not me. Okay? So click on the follow button right now since you know you find the right Dr. Lina. Click on that. I hate that to see you scammed. Okay? You're here to come and learn how to build wealth. And I hate to see that people get to scam you in my own name. All right? And for those scammers that they just take the time and learn how to make money. It's easier than all those work that you're doing. Okay? Steph, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Awesome. Now, there's something called the rule of 72. Rule of 72, if you don't know rule of 72, Dion, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Rule of 72 tells you, and this one decides to go off at that time. But guess what? We have the laptop. We have the laptop. Awesome. Brady. Stay here. Click on the follow button, Brady, and figure out if that's your right account. There is a better way to actually make money. Okay, Brady? There's a better way to make money, all right? Than that one. Okay? We know. Everybody knows it doesn't even work anymore. Okay? So you just come and learn the right way. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so rule of 72. What is rule of 72? And take your gadgets as well. There are a lot of BS on this app, okay? There's a lot of app. You know that I work with them every time. So I'm in technology space, so I know what is going on. Okay, what is going on? I'm trying to get it connected to the Wi-Fi. But rule of 72, Brady, this is 2020 exactly. This is 2026. It's still in 15th. It's even in 18th century. Let me get the charger. Let me put this on charger, and I promise to show it to you. But we can all check it out, okay? We can all check it out. What is the rule of 72? Rule of 72 quickly tells you how quickly it takes your money to double. How quickly it takes your money to double. That's what it is. How long it takes your money to double. So if you have $10,000, you want to turn it to $20,000, or you have $5,500, how long is it going to take your $500 to get to $1,000, right? Basically, how many years? Okay, you can check it on Google. There's so many BS. So whatever we say here, always trust but verify. Or you see anyone telling you anything, always trust but verify. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Make sure you're tapping out. Get your daily at me if you have not done that. As a matter of fact, let us all, if you haven't gotten your daily admin, get your daily admin. Awesome. So the first thing is, we want to know how long. Thank you so much for the repost, sharing out the live, getting your daily admin. If you haven't done that, let's fill up our daily admin. Sitting here, not click on the follow button. Do that ASAP. Do that 2 minutes. Wait 2 minutes and click on that follow button. So savings. If it's your savings account, what do you get? What do you get from your savings account? What return do you get on your savings account? So typically, my bank gives me about 0.1%. Let's even use, you typically get between 0.1 to 1%, right? Now, I'm not talking about high yield savings account because I want to move quickly today. You can also put it in your comment. I mean, you drop the comment if you get a different interest rate. So rule of 72 tells you how long it takes 10,000 to 20,000. Or it could be 50,000 or 1,000 to 2,000. It could be 500 to 1,000. I hope you get the drift. CAC, latest millionaire in town. All right. So let's have it as these, okay? Now let's say, take 72 divided by the interest rate. Let's even say it's 1. So it means that 72 years, right? If you put your money in savings account, anytime you sign that contract in savings account with your bank, you're saying it's going to take you 72 years because they are giving you 1%. So you can do the math if it's 0.01%. It's not me, it's the rule of 72. It's just like the law of physics. If you do the same thing and you use a compound interest calculator, you will get the same result. Lucy, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. All right? See, that's it. So whenever for all of my friends that said they put their money in the bank, right? You just do savings. This is exactly what you're doing. You're saying that I started putting my money, I started my career and I put my money in the bank from age 20. By age 92, that is when my money is going to double. That's exactly what you just signed in for. All right? And let's keep tapping out the live. Also, let's share out the live as well. Let's do reposts. You guys are doing amazing. We are already 150. How many? 155 people in the house. That's great. That is great. But let's also get our daily admin. Let's make sure we are clicking on the follow button if you are still new here. We already have country number 60 in 11 days. And country number 60 is Barbados. Awesome. Binga, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town. You're sitting here 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Wait 2 minutes. Click on that follow button right after 2 minutes if it looks like what you're looking for. This is the rule of 72. And welcome to the $1 Million League. Yeah, welcome in. How are you doing? Click on that follow button. Is that for the traditional savings? Exactly. So what do you get, Awa? What do you get from your bank account? Your bank account, I'm not checking, doesn't give you any return at all. Tessie and Agri, latest millionaire in town on the red carpet. So what do you get, Awa, in your account? What do you get if you have a savings account? If you do have a savings account, that's what you have. 72 years. That's what it's going to take you to double your money if it's 1%. Most of the time, we don't even get 1%. If you have an high yield savings account or CD, what is the interest? Typically, I say 3 to 5%. But if you put your own rate, put it in the comments, you get 0.1. So, Awa, please tell us the answer. You know, when you give the answer yourself, you would understand. You feel the pinch more. 72 divided by 0.1. Give us the answer. 72 divided by 0.1. Because, and I'm telling you, you probably give us the wrong answer because you will not believe it, because your mind cannot even think about it. When you see the number 72, or somebody help us, 72 divided by 0.1, Awa gets 0.1% from our bank because she saves in the bank. All right? She saves in the bank. 72 divided by 0.1. Do we have the mathematicians in the house? This is not me. Go and check it. Rule of 72. It's not me. As a matter of fact, if you do the same thing and you put compound interest calculator, right, you will get the same result. What is the answer, guys? 720. Thank you so much. 720 years. That is not money. Years. That's what you just signed up for. If for that account that you have, or anybody that have money in the bank. So this is number one killer. Yes, you are saving money diligently, right? But then you're exactly. I know this is the reaction I get every time. See, if you take compound interest calculator, you get the same thing as this. It's the rule of 72. Take another gadget. So it's not me. And that's why I feel so sad that my iPad is off, right? I would show you to you. It's there. It's on the internet. Rule of 72. Search it. You can step out and come back again. Search it. Rule of 72. It's not me. And for those that are new here, you'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. Make sure you click on the follow button, right? Click on that plus sign so that we can welcome you on the red carpet of millionaires. This is the $1 Million League. 365 days of motivation. Welcome in. Latest millionaire on the red carpet. Latest millionaire on the red carpet. Welcome in. Being awesome. Welcome in. Latest millionaire. We have 166 people here. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, right, and you think that this is an haha. If this is light bulb, put light bulb in the comments. Light bulb. Let me see the light bulb. Tum tum. Latest millionaire in town. So, and most of the time, middle class, this is where we put our money. And you think that we are doing it. We are saving. You are saving diligently. But it's just like you're doing nothing, right? It's just like the bank end up making money. Exactly, because that 90% of that your money is not in the bank. 90% is not in the bank. 10% is what is there as like what to call it? Like just in case you need it. 90% is loaned out to credit cards and mortgage, right? How do you think that they declare millions of dollars or billions of dollars every year? Because they are trading with your money. You don't want to trade, but they do it they take the risk. Yes, exactly. Yeah, emergency, exactly. Just in case there's a trigger. There's even another word they call it. 10%, that's what remains there. Your money, you are just seeing numbers. Conrad, latest millionaire in town. Light bulb, I'm seeing a lot of light bulbs. Dean Charles, I'm seeing a lot of light bulbs. So this is it, when you see the numbers like this. So that's why I do most of my content, or the way I think, I let you see. Okay, the same way I will tell you $200 is 10 hours of your life. If you make $20 an hour, $200 is 20 hours of, it's 10 hours of your life that you can never regain back. So whenever you spend the $200 on a piece of shoe, know that it's 10 hours of your life that you just use on a pair of shoe. That's it. Your 10 hours of your life is worth a pair of shoe. So understand it that way. That's the same thing like this, because you never imagine it that if you put your money in the bank, your money will never double in your entire lifetime. And as a matter of fact, to put insult to it, there's also inflation at 4.2% in the United States. In some other countries, it's even double digit, 10%. So it means that you are also losing some of this money. If you have, let's say you put $10,000, guess what? By year 20, that your $10,000 might not be worth more than $6,000, because it is adjusted to inflation. You are lost 4.2% every single year. All right. So you are actually losing money when you play safe and you put it in the savings. I hope you guys understand that, because I need to make it very clear. You understand that. Now let's do ETF. And I'm going to just, because today is not ETF, today is actually real estate. The day is about real estate, because we are on step number 7, and we'll go back again maybe towards the end of the week once we get to the end of the class. Okay. Bliss World, latest millionaire in town. Understood. Awesome. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 50,000 taps. And if you're seated here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Diana, welcome in. Can't we do ETF? We've done ETF for almost 2 days. So some people have been here since Monday. So make sure you click on the follow button. Make sure you turn on notification bell so you don't miss out. So just to be in fairness, some people are already on this journey. So we need to finish up the class. All right. We did the whole of yesterday. We did ETF. We started it since Monday. Patos, Diana, and latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. All right. So turn on notification bell, get your daily at me, and be ready, okay? Be ready, because I know before the end of the week, we're going to teach it all over again, just so we catch up. Awesome. ETF, on the other hand, we're going to be doing the calculation for ETF. So I'm going to use one. Sharon, welcome in. How are you? Sephora, how are you doing? Awesome. So good to have you. Sephora teaches Spanish. So if you want to learn Spanish, right, and you want to learn these old content creation or whatever, right, she's very good at that. Olu, welcome in. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you all for tapping out the live, sharing out the live. We are already at 149 and we got to country number 60 today in 11 days. Barbados was that country that got us to 60. Awesome. And let's keep clicking on the follow button. So rule of 72. Now let's do rule of 72 with ETF. And if you're talking about rule of 72 for ETF, that's exactly what we want to do right now. Rule of 72 for ETF. That is what we want to do right now. So I will talk about S&P 500. If you don't know S&P 500, thank you so much for daily at me. If you are new here, and maybe we're talking about ETF is exchange traded fund, a whole basket of stocks instead of individual stock. Basket of stock. This is individual stock. This is basket of stock. It helps you diversify your risk, manages your risk for you. Okay. So I'm afraid to invest in the stock market. ETF is a way to go for you. I'm a beginner. ETF is the way for you. I don't have time to choose stocks, so I don't know how to. ETF is the way for you. Okay. Millionaires and the multi-millionaires and all of that. This is what they do, okay? All right, Frank and Xander, the latest millionaire in the house. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in each and every one of you. And if I miss you, I'm sorry, but I always welcome my millionaires. But we are moving so fast because today is about real estate, okay? ETF, let's do the same thing. Rule of 72. How long does it take the money to double? So let's take 72. An example of ETF is S&P 500. Princess, welcome in. Click on that follow button. Get your daily at me if you're new here. So good to have you. Rule of 72. How long does it take the money to double? Thank you so much. That looks so beautiful. Yeah. How long does it take your money to double if you put it in an S&P 500? What is S&P 500? That is Standard, Princess, Sidodo, and User, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, and we are at number 152 in the house. You can see when we tap out the light, we share out the light, we do go populars. That's what happens. That's the effect of it, and then the energy also goes up as well. Thank you so much for filling the gift gallery as well. Awesome, good job everyone, good job. This is looking good. All right, and then we can move fast, and I will not do advert. So rule of 72. How long does it take your money to double? Okay, that is rule of 72. Thank you so much for the go populars. So when we talk about ETF, this is IU savings account team, IU savings account team CD, put it in the comment section. IU savings account team CD, put it in the comment section. Your own is IU savings account and CD. That's where you put your money. What is the return that you get? 182 people in the house. CD, what is the interest? What interest do you get? Anita, latest millionaire in town. What rate, what interest do you get? Interest, we've done savings account. Yeah, IU savings account, CD, what interest do you get? IU savings account and CD, what interest are you getting? I typically, in the United States, IU savings account is about, you don't know IU savings account, you want to come back, we'll talk about it the next time. All right, you want to make sure you click on the follow button and also come back the next time so that we can teach you. Adeniyi and of course, Staff 15, welcome in. All right. So what was I saying? Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Awesome. 3.5%. So let's do 72 divided by 3.5. What does that give you? Somebody give us the answer. 72 divided by 3.5, right? Let's get the answer, okay? Let's know the number of years that takes. Let's know the number of years. If you're new here, click on the follow button immediately. Welcome in so that we can welcome you on the red carpet. By the way, I do not have a WhatsApp group. I do not have Telegram group. So if some people we don't do cryptocurrency. We are a moderate risk investor. We invest like Warren Buffett of this world. That's what we do. So if it looks like what you see them, they're already here, right? Please do not, Queen, please don't do that, okay? Come and learn the right way. So click on the follow button so you know the right Dr. Lina. They will come into your box. Make sure you click on the follow button. 20.5. Where you getting 20.5? Right? Where you getting 20.5? Click on the follow button so that you know it's Dr. Lina. Where's 20? Okay, 20 years. Awesome. Thank you. 21. Okay, 20 years. So 20 years. Whenever you put it in your CD or you put it in your CD, or you put it in your IU savings account at 3.5%, you are getting 20 years. 20 years is what is going to take your money, your 1,000 to become 2,000. Your 20 years is good for you. If it's not good for you, said not okay. Put not okay. 20 years to get 1,000 to become 2,000. 20 years, a whole 20 years, right? If it's not, we don't do 20, we don't, exactly, right? Not okay, awesome, perfect. Now, what is better? We are now moving from, this is the banking side. And unfortunately, most of our, we aren't doing panel, right? Okay, all right. Most of our, what's it called? Most of our middle class professionals, right, doing the job, this is what we do, right? This is what we do. If you agree, right, we just put money in the savings account. Then the other thing, if you have really done well, if you have really done well, you have a 401k, and they're like, oh my God, I've done it. You buy a house, you get a car, right? That's it, right? That's it. You get, I mean, if you've done that, I think you've done well. But guess what? You're going to be okay. That's it. But you will not build wealth. Okay? You will not build wealth. Thank you all for tapping out. Let's get it to 50,000 taps. Thank you all for tapping out. If you have not gotten your daily admin, get your daily admin. You are new, click on the follow button. Now let's do ETF. 20 years, the rule of 72. So savings is not even an option. So this is now on the investing side. ETF is one option. ETF is exchange traded fund, like I described it. This is basket of stocks. Okay, this is ETF. This is a stock. This is stock. This is ETF. A whole basket. This is basket. This is ETF. Okay, all right. So it just tells you. So when you put it as a bond, a bouquet, a basket, that becomes ETF. It's called exchange traded funds. Okay, all right. Jason said, yeah. Okay. Now let's a popular S&P 500. There are so many ETF, but the popular one, S&P 500, Standard & Poor, top 500 company in the United States at point in time. I talk about it a lot because it's pretty popular. Why? Because it has the data behind it. It has, of course, the best companies in the United States. The best of the best at point in time. So it means that at point in time means they can be bounced at any time. So if you don't do well, your company is shaky, you're out. That's it, period. Okay? So that's it. So companies strive to be on there, to remain there. And this is we're not talking about SCHD. This is Standard & Poor. Okay? S&P 500, top 500 company in the United States. Okay? This is so it's the best top 500 company in the United States. So we're talking about companies like Google, Coca-Cola, Amazon. We're talking about companies like Broadcom, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Caterpillar, from Bank of America, ExxonMobil. All this, now think about 500 of them, Nvidia, Palantir, all of those companies are in this basket, all of the different industry. So it's diverse. Now, why? Why is it very popular? That's because, of course, it is being monitored, okay? Like, of course, there's control around it. The second thing is that it has data. Kenny, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Welcome in. If you are still sitting on the window, right? You're sitting, you have not clicked on that plus sign. Let's welcome you. Let us welcome you on the $1 million league red carpet as a millionaire that you are. You're not supposed to be hanging out. You need to have a grand entrance. Let's welcome you in. Let's get you on the carpet, on the spotlight of the million amongst the other millionaires. Okay? Welcome in each and every one of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that we can welcome you properly. If you have not clicked on that follow button, make sure you click on the follow button immediately so we can get you welcome. You're pronouncing Nigerian names correctly. Absolutely, because what do you think? Awesome. So 72, okay? 72 72 divided by, so S&P 500 is Standard & Poor, okay? Standard & Poor, top 500 companies. So we're talking about, I've already mentioned the companies, like all the giants, like the Apples, the Amazons, they're there, okay? And it has returned, it's returned how much? It's returned, it has data. If you look at the data, it's available publicly to everybody. So you always want to, whenever you are investing, you want to make sure that you know, is that data available? The data that is available, you can already see that in the past 30 years, as old as 30 years, as 40 years, 50 years, what has it returned averagely? What has S&P 500 returned averagely in the past 30, 40 years? Who knows? Put it in the comments. Let's move very quick. Let's move very quick because we are going to real estate today. We're going to real estate, and this is just by the way, just proving the point. This is just by the way. Let's keep tapping out the light. We're at 23,000. Can we get it to 20? Can we get it to 30,000? Let's also share. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. We want to make sure that you are not BOTs. Let's make sure we welcome you properly. Okay. We want to make sure 15%. That's about 10 years. 30, 40 years, Zaddy. 30, 40 years. 30, 50 years. Okay. 30, 50 years. The data is available. You can get on Google. What has S&P 500? Top 500 company in the United States. And by the way, if you are hearing ETF and you're intimidated and you hear the United States, it is not, you can buy it from your country. ETF, you can buy it. You can buy the ETF of your own country. You can buy the one of the United States if that's what you want. So it's so far there is a stock exchange in your country. There is, what's it called? There is currency in your country. They don't do trade by barter anymore. I don't think there's any country. There is exchange of currency. Okay, 11 to about 8 to 12%, 8 to 10%. Dinky, latest millionaire in town. And guys, I think I know that we are all we're tapping out the live, we're sharing out the live, we're getting our daily admin with. I see that, but let us not also forget the purpose of here is a two-way interaction. Right? I need you to also respond, because if you know how to research these things, it's going to be easy for you. I teach you to fish. I don't give you fish. Teach you to fish so that you can do it yourself. Check what is as S&P 500 returned in the past 40 to 50 years, between 30 to 50 years. The data is available. If you search it now, you will not ask me that question tomorrow, and you'll be able to use it in your own wealth, in your millionaire journey. And for everybody that is new here, make sure you click on that follow button. So it's who knows? Because we have 159 people, almost 160 now, 161. Let's keep tapping. Who knows what S&P 500? Check it on Google. It's there. Baby Love, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town on the red carpet. Who knows? Just check on Google. What has S&P, S and P, okay? 12%, 12.5%. In the past 30 years, it's not up to that. In the past 30 years, in the past 40, between 30 to 50 years, it's, as a matter of fact, let me not stress myself, it's between 8 to 10%. Confirm it later, okay? 8 to 10%. So it simply means 8 to 12%, sorry. 8 to 12%. That's what it has done. In the past 30 to 40 years, 8 to 12% is a range. It's right there. Okay. All right. Nana, thank you so much. PGM, welcome. So because we are moderate risk investors, if we put it at 10%, I think that's fair. So it means that in 7.2 years, your money is going to double. That's what it means. Okay. 7.2 years, your money is going to double. Now, let's now do the other one. What has S&P 500 done in the past 10 years? What has it returned in the past 10 years? Because 10 years is a more judgment, a better judgment. If it has done this in the past 10 years, the chances of doing the same thing between 2016 to 2030, the chances of doing what it did between 2016 to 2026 is also almost going to happen or close to be happening, doing the same thing or better or lesser, right? To do the same thing between 2026 and 2036. That's cool. That's 7.2 years, right? That's 7.2 years coming from 72 years, 20 years. That's cool. But just stay around to see the next one. And who is the latest millionaire? Akko, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. If you are still seated here and you've not, thank you so much. Crypto is now checking, right? Yes, it depends on where you're checking it. In the past 10 years is done. Who else? It's not just crypto that's searching. Let's search. 15%. Good. Red Bell, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. So we are looking at what has S&P 500 done in the past 10 years, averagely 12 to 15%. So, I mean, I know it's between 14 to 15%, a more accurate Yahoo Finance and all of that. 14 to 15%. So if I put it as 14, let's even put it as 14%. 72 divided by 14, what is that? I meant 13.5. Okay, so let's put it at 14%. Fairly latest millionaire in town. And is a farming import and export. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Awesome. So who can give us the answer? 72 divided by 14, right? My friend earlier said 7.2 years is cool. So let's see what is even cooler, right? 5 years. Thank you so much. Okay. 5 years. 5 years. Does 5 years seem more reasonable? 5 years, 5.1, right? Does 5 years seem more reasonable to turn your 10,000 to 20,000, 100,000 to, would you take that over 72 years, over 20 years? Yes, right? So exactly. So when you invest, that's what you do. When you invest, that is what you do. It means that you can actually, let's do a quick summary so that you understand. It means that, let's assume that you have 100,000 today. And I'm going to show you to you when I tell you that 1.1 million, you can become a millionaire, right? Easy, right? Let's say you have 100,000, right? 100,000. How did you get 5 years? Legin, are you just joining? Legin, are you just joining? Baba, latest millionaire in town. Legin, are you just joining? Okay, it's called the rule of 72. How long does it take you? Okay, rule of 72. How long does it take your money to double? So figure out the two numbers that you need. You want to know the number of years it's going to take it to double. So 72 divided by 14 exactly. The 14 exactly. Thank you so much. 72 divided by 14. 14 is what S&P 500 has done, 14 to 15%. So we took 14%, right? Is what S&P 500 has done in the past 10 years. 2016 to now is return averagely for that period. 2016 to 2026 is return averagely between 14 to 15%. 72 divided by 14, that's how we got 5.1 years. And we just rounded it up or rounded it down to 5 years. Okay, that's how we got it. All right, we're clear? If you're new here, as a matter of fact, I'm going to pause for a second, and we're going to go to I'm going to show you how to get to 1.6 million using like this, right? I'm going to show you. If you're still seated here, you're new here, all right? Put one, you're new. Okay, click on the follow button. I need everyone that is here. Click on that follow button. You stay 2 minutes. I know we are moving really fast. I know you did not mean to, right? You're moving really fast. Now click on that follow button. Click God's time and Z. We want to welcome every millionaire in. We welcome them by name onto the red carpet. God's time, Anzi, Ayi, who else again? Nana, everyone, welcome in the latest millionaire in town. Omo, latest millionaire in town. Got it. Please, how did you come about 72? It's called the rule of 72. Rule of 72, okay? It's called the rule of 72. Just go on Google. Rule of 72. It tells you how long it takes your money to double. So for everyone that dropped one in the comment, James Blessing, latest millionaire in town. For everyone that welcoming me by name makes me stay and I never regretted it. Awesome. That's the reason, right? There's power, or there's a reason why I actually pause to invite you. You don't know that. I'm a Jesus baby, so understand that there's power of life and death in the tongue. That's what I did there. But aside that, God also says that I will bless the works of your hands. So it is not just, don't expect him to fall from heaven and do a miracle. You are going to execute. We'll do the spiritual, but then we will do the physical. Execute. So you already, that's why we're teaching right now. Retirement to live in. Great. That's good for you. Exactly. So execute. Yeah. So there's a reason why I call everyone by name, and I always say, click on the follow button. Stay 2 minutes. If it's something that you are looking for, click on that follow button immediately. Okay. Emphasis on immediately. Don't wait 2 minutes. Otherwise, it's okay for you to also scroll past, because time is money. I do that. If it's something I'm looking for, I stick around, I click on the follow button, I get my daily at me, and of course, I am locked in. That's it. Okay? Also, get your pen and paper. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 50,000. We have a lot of people in the house. For everyone that is new, that drop one, make sure you click on the follow button. If you don't know, click on the plus sign. Get your daily at me. Let me give everyone, you don't know how to get daily at me, you see right here. Let me see. if we can actually still, yes, and we have our avatar. Fill up the gift gallery as well. Fill up the gift gallery. And as a matter of fact, Dr. Lina will not follow come. I'm not coming to follow you. I will not come into your inbox to start saying crypto and do all of things. We are moderate risk investors. We are very careful on how we invest. We protect our principal. We protect our principal, okay, which is the money, our capital. We protect it like this. Thank you. Yeah, we protect it. Then the money on top of it. Thank you so much for doing all of that. We protect our money, right? So we don't do high risky plays. We don't do that. It's not about hype. It's not about get rich quick scheme. This is about compound interest. Thank you so much, right? It's about compound interest and all of those beautiful things, right? Generational wealth building. This is not get rich quick scheme, all right? Not hype. So you never see me do dangerous plays. I will never do URL as well. Did I miss any millionaire? Did I miss any millionaire? Claire, Blair, or well, you know who you are. Latest millionaire in town. Kunchi, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. Yeah, I'm here after sleep. Go to sleep, girl. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah, 5 years. Okay, 5 years is what it is. Now let's quickly do something. The power of compounding. Maybe you would have heard compound interest. The power of compounding is simply latest millionaire Quincy. Right, the power of compounding. So let's say you have 100K, right, in dollars. Okay, 100K in dollars. We're going to use this rule. Right, you put it in an S&P 500 year 5. Remember, it doubles every 5 years. So what about real estate? We're going to touch it. We're going there, right? Year 5. How long is it going to 100K to 200? Year 5. What is your 100K going to become? Year 5. What is your 100K going to become? All right. Year 5. What is your 100K going to become? West End. Welcome in latest millionaire. Rule of 72, using the 5 years. By year 5, what would 100,000, 200,000? Thank you. Year 5 is going to become 200,000. This is year 1. How about year 10? What is it going to be by year 10? Using every 5 years. Thank you. Every 5 years. Year 10, what is it going to be? Year 10, what is it going to be? I want to know if you know our math. What is year 10? 400,000. Thank you, Nunu. Hey, Nunu girl, how are you? Yeah, year 10. How about year 15? Okay, year 15, Eckling, thank you so much. Sasowa Zaddy. Year 15, what is it going to be? Right? All that you had, what? 100K. What is year 15 going to be? 800K. All right. Another person, year 20, what is it going to be? Thank you so much, Princess. Awesome. That is the power of compounding. That's when they say compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. What you started with was 100K. Right? Year 20, what's it going to be? Congratulations, and you just became a millionaire. Take a compound interest calculator and calculate it that way. It should be close to it. Awesome. And that is ETF. What do I now tell you? So what if I now tell you that something is even better than this? What is something is even better than this? Big Kenzo. And I know the thing that is, if it's light bulb to you, put light bulb in the comment section. Light bulb. Big Kenzo and Mohammed, latest millionaire in town. Light bulb. Wow. How come you were never taught this? That's because they decided to keep you. They decided to, if you know this, yeah, you're waiting for something better. Exactly. If you know this, right? Light bulb. Exactly. If you know this, who is going to do that job? Dr. Hour, latest millionaire in town. Dr. Exactly. You don't have a choice, Nunu. Well, you're stuck with me forever. And you and Zaddy and a lot of everyone, okay? So far you click on that follow button, you show up, you're stuck with me. All right? Awesome. Now, light bulb. Because if you're wondering, why come they never taught this in school? If you know this in school and you became a millionaire in 10 years, would you ever do this job? Would you ever work from age 20 to 65? Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Howard. Right? Would you? Yes, you are thinking exactly. Would you? You will not. And that's why they decided to have a selective amnesia, removed it from the school curriculum. Because so far you know it, but this is the exact strategy that the millionaire uses. Awesome. So let's go to real estate. Now, the same thing. Real estate, we cannot calculate it like this. Okay? Real estate, remember, if you notice something here, there is two things that you can get with ETF is what? You get cash flow and you get growth. Those are the two things you can get with ETF: cash flow and growth. What is the growth? Every single year, your money from 200 becomes 400, it becomes 800, it becomes 1.6 million, right? That's growth. Another part of it is that you might not see this kind of quick growth in quick succession, but you're going to be getting something called dividends, right? So somebody asked about dividends earlier, right? You can actually buy dividends ETF, whereby every single month you are getting some profit sharing from the company. So these only two are the things you can get with ETF. But when it comes to real estate, that was me. Okay, yeah, exactly. Yes, those are the two things you can get, nothing more. So even when you do something like REIT, real estate investment trust, right? It's still on the stock market side, because a lot of people do not understand. It's just you buying real estate without buying real estate. So you're buying the stock of, that's the, you're buying the stock of so some I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. Like if I'm traded on the stock exchange, because let's say I have 100, I have 100 units of real estate, and then now I put it on the stock exchange, right? I'm publicly traded, just like SpaceX just IPO'd. I'm publicly traded. You can invest in it, right? Whenever you invest in it, you get some money. Kejan, welcome in. Yeah, it's been a minute, right? You can actually you invest, okay? And because you bought shares of my company, I will be paying you. But what is the business? It's real estate. That's just REIT. Okay, that's just REIT. Thank you so much for the daily admin. Right, let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get a 50,000 taps. Let's share out the live. If you have been sitting here for 2 minutes, 2 minutes, right? Click on the follow button. Time is of effort. Time is money, right? 2 minutes is okay for you to square away if it's not something that you're looking for. But I don't know why somebody would not want to become a millionaire, right? I don't know why people don't want to gain financial freedom. So click on that follow button. I don't know why you want to scroll away from something that's going to change your life. So click on the follow button immediately. Also, make sure, want to welcome you properly. 2 is that we want to make sure that you are no BOTs. 3 is that we ask scammers right here, that's a miss that was trying to chase. They will come after you and they will represent as Dr. Lina, and you would think that it's me, but I don't have Telegram group. I don't have WhatsApp. And also, I will not come into your inbox to talk crypto or any of those things. It's not me. They have my pictures. They are representing as Dr. Lina. It is not me. So click on that follow button right now. This is the real Dr. Lina. Okay? I'm talking. This is me. This is not pre-recorded. All right? Mob Soye, Mac Royal, you already know. They are everywhere, exactly. Dr. Hour. So you know that it's not pre-recorded. You know that it's not pre-recorded, so make sure you click on the follow button. Yeah, I don't know why people cannot just work smart, work hard and work smart than to start cheating people. So real estate. Now, with real estate, you remember we only have 2 paychecks here: cash flow and growth, right? SK Nair, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Right? They're lazy. Yeah, I know, but it's a lot of work for to even do all those things that they do. All right, cash flow and growth, okay? Cash flow and growth, okay? So, but then with real estate, you would have I'm going to tell you 6 paychecks that you get with real estate. And then you will still decide if you're going to be team ETF or team real estate after, okay? Team, one thing I know is that 6 paychecks is better than 2 paychecks. Okay. All right. 2 paychecks, 6 paychecks is better than 6 paychecks. 6 paychecks is better than 2 paychecks. And awesome. And let's keep tapping out the live. Let's keep sharing out the live. Click on the follow button. Let's go. Exactly. Sweet VIP, welcome. So the first paycheck that real estate gives you is the same thing as this: cash flow. What is cash flow? Every single month, your tenant pays you on the 1st of the month. Thank you so much for those gifts. Every single month, your tenant pays you. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Your tenant pays you every single month. As a matter of fact, let me even put this here. If you're a high income earner, okay, thank you. I'm getting all the different gifts. If you're a high income earner, please, you don't have any reason why real estate is not even optional for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Real estate is not even it's not optional. You need to have real estate and you understand the reason why. You're earning 100,000, 100,000, six figures and above. Right? Thank you. I love that. Thank you so much. That looks so beautiful. Right? Thank you all for doing all of that. Really, really beautiful. Thank you. Real estate is you are making six figures. Put it high income, do real estate. Okay? Just put it there. High income, do real estate. Put it in the comments. Okay? And you understand the reason why. Because that's how I got into real estate. Aside from the 529 that was not making sense. Okay? That's why we expanded on real estate. The first thing is cash flow. Every single month, you get a house, right? And of course, your tenants are income, do real estate. Exactly. You are not high income. You are now a millionaire and you are going to be in the high income bracket because it starts with your income. We teach that as well. Okay. We taught that earlier, on Monday, how you increase your income. I did that 16 years ago, increased my income in 5 months with just $500 under 5 months and increase it by $30,000. So it's doable. Okay. So don't say it's for certain people. All right. Awesome. Cash flow, you rent a house, you own a house, you rent it out, a tenant pays you every single month. Now, most of the time, you use the bank's money, and that's the other thing that we're going to talk about, leverage. You use the other people, or use the bank's money. So let's assume that the property is $200,000 or $250,000. You put in 20% down. Every week here in Australia, okay. Yeah, every week, okay. It could be every week. Some countries every year. Some is every 2 weeks, but in the United States is every month, okay. Most part of North America is every month. Now, if you now put that house on rent, yeah, like it's been a minute. How are you doing? Welcome in, right? So you put a property. I mean, you use the bank's money. You put 20% down. If you're in the United States, you put 20% down, okay. You put 20% down. And of course, you put 20% down, and because you put 20% down, you are going to be paying you're going to have to pay the loan of 80%. But the 80% who pays it is somebody called tenant. Okay, so property is 200,000 for the purpose of numbers in my head to make it easy. 20% of it, that's 40,000. Hello, yeah, 40%, 20% of it, that is 10%, 240,000, that's 160,000 that the bank is financing. You put 40,000 down plus closing cost, right? I have 3 real estate. When I tell people to invest, they talk about how mortgage is bad. All right, don't worry. We're getting there. Dr. Awa, you already know what I'm talking about. You already know. Interest is none of your business. Like, it's none. We're going to get there, but let's take it one after the other. You're getting me pumped, Dr. Howard. Don't let me get there. Don't let me get there. I love real estate. I own and manage double digit. Even though I stay at eviction, yeah, you would think that I will hate real estate after eviction. I'm stuck with it. I'm still buying. All right. So you buy 20%. You put 40% down. If you're using investment, you're using an investment. If it's investment property, you're not living there. You can say, oh, I don't have 40,000. That could scare some people away. All right. You can actually, if you are a first-time homeowner, and I think you can use it up to 5 times or something. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Up to 5 times. You can put it 3 to 5% and do something called house hacking, whereby you stay on some part of the house and you rent out the other part of the house. If you have a house that has basement, right, you can actually rent out the basement and you live on the main property and somebody is paying the mortgage on your behalf. So that can happen, right? Whereby you use 3 to 5, instead of you paying $40,000, right? Instead of you putting in $40,000, you're only putting in about $10,000 or less, okay? Another part is that you can actually buy a duplex or a triplex or something where you live on one unit and of course you rent out the other unit. And that actually pays your mortgage and you can save your money. You live in the house house free and then you save your money towards the next property. That's another strategy. That is called house hacking. You just need to live in there as exactly multifamily. Exactly. Okay. Senior Snapto, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're sitting there for more than 2 minutes, because a lot of time people like, I don't have money. There's so many ways. You can be an wholesaler to raise your capital. There's so many ways to raise capital. All right. So cash flow is the first thing. So every single time you put in, remember, your bank finance 160,000. Let's do investment now. Your bank finance 160,000. D and the nice followed. Welcome in. Guy Devon, welcome in, man. Welcome in. So your bank finances 80%, which is 160,000. But then it means that you have to be paying the bank every single month, right? So, but every single month for that property of 200,000, there's something called 1% rule, right? If you buy it right, your property should be, your rent should be about 1% of of the property of the rental income should be about 1% of the property comp. Okay, so like the property value. So if the property is 200,000, your rent should be about 200,000. Ideally, it might be like 2,100. Anyway, you understand what I mean. But let's use 2,000. So maybe your mortgage is 1,500. The difference between the 200 and 1,500. So tenant pays you 200, which is your rental income, minus the mortgage, which is going to be, your principal, your interest, your insurance and all of that. If you escrow, if it's like 1,500, the difference, if you have $500, that $500 is cash flow. Okay, cash flow, which is similar to dividends in this case, if you put it in a dividends income. Do we understand that? Cash flow, right? Cash flow is the difference between your rental income and your mortgage. Okay, mortgage and escrow or whatever. All right, do we understand that? Put yes in the comment. Aken, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you are new here and you're new here, click on that plus sign so that we can welcome you on the red carpet. Shirley, are you just joining? You're welcome in. If you're just Zaddy, if you're just joining, let us know. Click on the follow button. CY, welcome in. Welcome in. The difference between your rental income and your difference between your rental income. Okay, so what your tenant pays you rental, you do not understand. Okay, your rent, your tenant pays you rent. You are owing the bank money because bank finance part of the rent. I mean, part of the cost of the property. You put in certain down payment, okay? And then the bank finances the rest, okay? So the part that they finance, which is 160,000, you put 40,000 down. The bank finances 160,000. You are supposed to be paying the bank, right? It's not free money. You pay the bank back. But because you are not living there, it's your tenants that is living there. In place of them living there, they give you something called rent every single month. When you get the rent, you pay the bank some of the money back to pay mortgage. And then you will still have leftover. The leftover between the rent that you collected and the mortgage that you pay, rent minus your mortgage is cash flow. Do we understand? The people that do not understand, Reptile and Shirley, do we understand it now? Put yes in the comments, or I still do not understand. All right, let's keep tapping. Let's get it to 40,000. Let's get it to 40,000. Yes, awesome. Okay, awesome. Let's get it to 40,000. Let's get our daily at me. If you are new here and you've not clicked on the follow button, let's do that. Let's reset the charts. Let's reset. But you pay taxes on the rent. Remember, life with arms. Remember, I said escrow. You should ask me what is escrow. I said principal, interest, property taxes, insurance, all of the things is what goes to the bank pays on your behalf, okay? Especially if you escrowed. That's what escrow is all about. Escrow is going to take care of the property tax. So in the 1,500, in this that we just talked about is still what I was just saying, right? It's already included in your 1,500. Now, that is hypothetical, right? It doesn't mean that it works that way. It could be 1,500, it could be 1,700, but if you buy it right, you should be able to have some things left over after the rent is paid. And of course, you have paid rent after you have paid the mortgage, you should have something left. Whatever it is, even if it's $50, even if it's $100, right? Something, okay? Something. All right. Thank you all. Let's keep tapping out the live. Get your daily at me if you have not done. Can we do go populars? That would be great. That would be absolutely great. Share out the live. I'm teaching something that is very technical that a lot of people, you pay thousands of dollars to actually. So if you can fill up the gift gallery, go popular, help this live, let people come and learn it. Don't just sit there. Don't just sit there. Click on the follow button. The idea of roommates seems a little bit okay. Yeah, it all depends on you. People have different situations, right? Little with arms. I hope you have click on the follow button. Agnes, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. Awesome. So that is cash flow. Any question on that? We're moving on to the next thing, the next paycheck. So I said something, and I'm going to use this growth. When it comes to ETF, okay? When it comes to ETF, there is growth. The money is growing. Now, when it comes to real estate, the same thing happens, which is called appreciation. Appreciation. Appreciation simply shows Jacqueline and did I miss any other millionaire? Jacqueline, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, and let's get it to 40,000 taps. Let's share out the live. Let's repost. Let's gift out the. Let's fill the gift gallery. Let's do that. Thank you all for doing that. So that we can actually maybe we can get to League C4 today. Tony, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're touching real estate, okay? Very technical part. Appreciation, that is equal to growth. Ideally, in the United States and in many places, in some places, it's even more ridiculous. Here in the United States, appreciation is about 10%. Property doubles its value. It's like every single year it goes up by, every 10 years it doubles its value. The property we bought in 2017 already doubled itself earlier this year, even as early as last year, right? It was 300 and it's already over 600,000. Somebody here, a property doubled in 6 years. It depends on the neighborhood where you bought the property. If it's in an A, B neighborhood, the appreciation goes very, very fast, right? Meaning blue collar, white collar, blue collar, and all of those. Okay. Now, it doubles, but let's use for the purpose of here 10 years. So it means that every 10 years, that property, even though somebody else is living there for that 10 years, reducing your mortgage, you're getting cash flow, right? Mortgage every year. The property is also increasing its value, which is almost the same thing as here, which is also the same thing as growth. Okay. The same thing with ETF. We are doing a comparison. So when people say ETF or real estate, you can even see it up here. It's one of the major questions that I get every single time. Dr. Lina, ETF or real estate, right? And I'm like, okay. But I'm going to put it to rest today. One is like we are walking. The other one is like you are running, okay? And there's another one that is like sprint. It's like sprint. So, but this is like running, okay? And you will determine which one is running and which one is walking. So appreciation, property doubles every 10 years, period, okay? Any question on appreciation? But the neighborhood where you buy it matters. If you decide to go and do what they did years ago, where people were doing bidding war, right? Where the property owner says this property, market value says property is 300,000. And people are bidding 350,000. Tell us more about the neighborhood. A neighborhood is highest in class, just the way it is. B neighborhood is you find the working class more professional in the B neighborhood. The C neighborhood will be like the blue collar. So like the blue collar, is it non-skilled or the technicians and all of that, they're more like that. It's not as prime. B neighborhood, the schools are better. A, B neighborhood, they have, when you see school rating of, and this is the United States, but it's not America, but you will find the equivalent in your own country. So in African country, you should already understand, like the prime environment where the multi-millionaire stays and, just the same way. Then you have where the bankers and, the oil workers and all those, professional stays, right? Then we now have the one that's okay, like the teachers, I mean, I would not say even teachers are still, but yeah, it's almost about the income and the quality of people that are there. Not exactly, because the kind of, as a medical doctor, or the kind of neighborhood that you would want to stay. And then the school they also mimic exactly public servant. The school also mimics the same thing. Okay, the school system. So you see A rating, like you see 8 on 10, 9 on 10, 10 on 10. Okay, so like the people like in Texas, you see like they'll tell you KDISD. He has a very huge rating, like even in the country. With if the school is also mimicking this. And also, let me tell you something, especially if you're in North America. Oh, I love this house, especially if it's a primary resident. The first thing first, especially if you have school age students, school age kids, whenever you want to buy a property, the first thing first is this the school district good? The taxes are going to be higher as well with that school district. Because if you want your kids to go to the best of schools, because I see this every single time, people will buy a beautiful, oh, I bought that house, is this, is big, is that. But then they are looking for where to put their kids, because their kids cannot go to that school. Because it's the taxes that you pay within that neighborhood that funds the quality of what is in that, the quality of education in that neighborhood. Excuse me. The quality, and that also attract the same kind of tenants. So earlier we had a session earlier, bad tenants, the kind of tenants that you have is also going to be, yeah. Thank you. The kind of tenant that you get is also the same thing, right? You are going to, if you buy it, yes, for you, that's one, right? But also, thank you, the kind of tenant you attract is also what is going to be in that neighborhood. There's only one that I have in a CD neighborhood. And trust me, when you see this CD neighborhood, that's where you will see a full-grown man on a kid's bicycle. Or you see somebody pushing the cart. I hope you understand what that means. So that's it. Please explain more on the areas where they do bidding on property prices. Okay, so the higher the property tax, the better the neighborhood. Not exactly. The school district, the crime rate, okay? School district, what is the school district rating? The crime rate, the kind of people within that neighborhood. Those are the things that would determine the rating, not exactly but most of the time, by the time you put all these two things together, the property taxes are much higher, because they would think about nature. They would have community, they'll have maybe sweet community pool. They'll have all of those. They will have HOA. All those kind of things, like something that is outdoor living, or they might have a gym, and those things are also more expensive. So automatically the taxes might be higher, the HOA might be higher. Like you have a gated community, it's different from when you don't have a gated community. It's more expensive, right? So it's just a function of what you have, what you put your money into, that's what you get. G. Milto, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. And let's keep tapping out the live. Can we all tap out the live? Can we reset the live? Can we power share? The numbers are going down. Can we power share, right? So that we don't have to repeat this again. Can we power? This is the last time. After this, I'm going to be going towards something else, right? Let's power share. So that some other people, how do you power share? Press my forehead on the screen, and of course, invite your friend. You see your contact, invite them. The other thing is that you can also do a repost. Let's repost. Let's do that. Let's reset the live. Get your daily at me. Click on the follow button if you have not done that. Let's do that. Let's do that right now. Go Populars. Let's do Go Populars. Get your daily at me. If you have been sitting here for a minute and you have 2 minutes and you haven't, Quincy, I'm going to answer you. If you've been sitting there for a minute and you have not click on the follow button, do that right now. Let's just make the chat. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's fill the gift gallery as well. Let me see if there's anything that we still missing. Let's do that. Thank you so much. Solomon, welcome in. Crypto, thank you for tapping out the live. Can we repost? If you have like follow, let's repost. Okay, Nuno, Hour, thank you all for doing that. Let's do. Thank you all for doing that. If you are new here, welcome in. Click on the follow button. If this is the $1 Million League, the community of millionaires, and we're talking real estate. real estate. We're showing the differences when you put your money in saving, when you put it in this form of investing, and when you put it in this form of investing. What is the difference? That's what we're teaching. So let's keep doing that. Thank you all for doing that. Let's fill up the gift gallery. If you haven't gotten your daily at me and you click on the follow button, let's get our daily at me. It costs you 1 penny, but it shows that you value this community and you are also a part of this community. Awesome. Awesome. Welcome in, everyone. So what I was saying earlier about, let's see, what was the question again? Yes, so some years ago, about 3 years ago, 2020 to 2023, some people were bidding. They were doing bidding war. The owner of the property says this property is 300,000. The, what's it called? First of all, do we understand the neighborhood thing, the different type of neighborhood? Do we understand that now? If you understand it, put yes in the comment section. Awesome. Let me know that. So bidding war about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, some people, because the interest rate was lower. Okay, perfect. Interest rate was lower. You would see one property, it was the seller's market. One property, you might see 50 people, 500 people on it. All right, on it. And this is our community avatar. It would really be that's it. It's called Millionaire. You see that beautiful girl right there, that avatar, that is called Millionaire. So all the millionaires, just if you can fill it up, that would be great as well. Thank you so much for doing that. So people would go because there are 30 people. It's not like bidding. Oh, the property is worth 300,000. It might end up people would bid 450,000, 400,000. The value of the property says is 300,000. So why are you bidding on it? So if you already, it still did not change the fact that you pay 400,000 for a property doesn't change the fact that it is not 400,000. It is 300,000. So you have already cheated yourself, because in 10 years you cannot double your, because the market is going to reset itself, like it's resetting right now. It's resetting itself. It's almost like a buyer's market right now. They overbid exactly. And because of that, you've lost some equity. So it's going to impact your, whenever we're saying appreciation, and that happened in Canada as well. Appreciation is going to impact your appreciation rate, your growth rate, okay? Any question on appreciation? Any question on appreciation? Then we go to the other four that real estate used to outbeat ETF. Caesar, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Any question on appreciation before we go to the next one? And I want to try to finish this before 12 midnight. I want to finish this before 12 midnight, okay? Central time. I'm in Central time. I'm in Texas. No question. We're good? Okay. Number 3. It's called equity. Everyone put equity in the comment section. Equity. Put equity in this comment section. Equity. What is equity? Put equity in the comment section. Equity is, remember, every single time property is 200,000, okay? You put in on 200,000. You only put in 40,000, or you put in 10,000. Your tenant is paying paying you every single month through cash. This part, right? He's paying you every single month. Oh, yeah, okay. In Holland or in Ohio, yes, you are Eastern time. Yeah, it's paying you every month, and then you're going to be paying the bank, right? Every single month, you pay the bank 1,500. They're going to remove property taxes and all of that, their interest, everything, right? When they do that, some of this is going to go towards your principal, meaning that your 160,000 that you owe is going to be reducing every single month, every single year. So maybe you did 15, if you did 15 years mortgage, or you do 30 years mortgage. For 10 years, it has doubled its value in 10 years. But on top of that, somebody has paid rent for 10 years or 9 years out of that 10 years. Okay? 10 years. What does that mean? It means that 10%, at least certain percent of your principal that you owe in terms of mortgage would have reduced. What that is equity for you. So equity is in 2 things. Every single time that you pay the bank and you reduce how much you owe, And then you see this appreciation here. As the property value goes up, that's additional equity for you. The property that I told you that it was 300,000, that is now over 600,000. First of all, we have 300,000 on that property. And at the same time, a tenant has been there, consistent. We still live there for about 3 or 4 years. The tenant has been there for the past 3 years. Mortgage is, because we put extra, mortgage is about, oh, okay, awesome, Washington. Mortgage is about, what's it called? That's Washington State. Mortgage that we have less is about 100,000. So in that property alone, we have equity of 500,000. 300,000 of it is coming from appreciation, and the remaining 200,000 is how much you have paid off in terms of mortgage. That is equity. Do we understand equity now? Any questions on equity? And you might be wondering, yeah, but Dr. Lina, it's until I sell this property. Until I sell this property, that's when, we get this money. The money is locked there. Okay, staff. Equity is how much do you owe on the property and what is the value of the property? What is the market? What is the value of the property? Okay, minus how much you owe on the property. So if the property is 600,000, like I said, and I owe 100,000 in terms of mortgage, how much is my equity on that property? How much? What's his name? The person that that asked, yeah, okay. The person, staff. Do you understand? 500,000 staff. Is it an interest for the bank? It's not an interest. How much is the property worth? Minus how much I owe the bank. Okay. What is the, my property is 600,000. That's the what? These are appraised for 600,000. And then I only owe 100,000. The difference, right? The difference in here. Yeah. Oh, I see 2 a.m. That's it. What country? Is that a country? NLCA. What's that? The difference. That's a 500,000 in equity. That's number 3. Now, a lot of people are like, but the money is locked. Okay, in Canada. Okay. There's a lot of people would think that, but the money is locked there. You can't take out the money. You can actually take out the money. You can do cash out refinance and just say, I want to take outright cash. Or you can decide to do ELOC, to say home equity line of credit, whereby you get a line of credit, just like a credit card. So one can take money out. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. You can take about 75 to 80% depending on the mortgage company. You can definitely, yes, in Canada too. Even in the UK, I want to believe it's the same thing. You can actually take equity out. Which is better? It depends on your purpose. So far, you are not buying liability. You are not using it to buy MS. And Beckins. If you are using it to buy another property, okay. Yeah, it depends on your goal. Yeah, exactly. That Gucci, we are not using it. Or you want to go and buy Mercedes. Yeah, we don't do that. You don't use it to buy liability because you're going to pay it back. It's loan, remember? It's loan against, it's just that you have access to it. So for instance, and let me tell you, this is how we plan to pay for our kids' education. So instead of the 529 plan, we did it for 2 years. The money is still locked away. But it wasn't working for me. 529 is educational funds, right? In case for people that don't know. So think about that. But it is so rigid. Yeah, Mercedes, exactly. Mercedes Wahala. Yeah, I agree. There's a reason why I said it. Yeah. Because I've seen it. I actually see people take cash out of finance and go and buy a Benz. Can I take equity out of my property and pay 20% down payment? Absolutely. That is an asset. Yeah, absolutely. That is the way to go. So you can use it towards asset, right? You can use it. That's what is called leverage, right? That is good debt. That is good debt, okay? That is definitely good debt. So like that's what we plan to use for our own kids' education because we never sell any property. We die with it. We die with it. So you understand. So when it's time for kids' education, say, when it's time for kids education, okay, it's for us to take an e-lock, right? Well, our goal is for them to get scholarships, is to take e-lock and be able to use to fund the education, right? While the tenant is still be the one that will be paying the e-lock back, because we hope that by that time we've already paid off the house, okay? But I don't advise anyone to do that because your mortgage is requalified. So for cash out refinance, yes, it's almost like your e-lock does not change, restructure your loan. It doesn't. E-lock doesn't restructure. Okay. Will the mortgage not increase? Of course, it's going to increase. That's why I said it's a loan. That's why you need to make sure. That's why I said earlier, you cannot use to buy Beckons. It's not free money. It's a loan, but it's available for you. Okay? Because it's just like, okay, right now, back to what we said earlier, use that latest millionaire in town. That's what we were saying earlier. I have equity of 500,000 in that home. If I go back and say, okay, you know what? I want to take 200,000. Okay? I want to take $200,000 from this money. All right? The 200,000, that I took, that particular one is the 200,000 e-lock or whatever that I took. That's now loan. So how much I'm owing in that property is no longer going to be it's not going to be 100,000. It's going to be 300,000 plus closing cost. Okay, it's 300,000 plus closing cost. Do we understand that? So you're going to it's a loan. Exactly, it's a loan. It's not. I mean, you now owe a 300,000 on it. You guys think it's free money? What is? I do not understand. What's the difference between that and refinancing? I'm not sure what you mean. By e-lock is like a credit line. Thank you so much. E-lock is a credit line. Like it's a line of credits. It's just like your credit card. You know that on your credit card, they will give you, thank you so much for those gifts, Dr. Hour. E-lock is, your credit card. They will tell you you have 5,000 credits to spend or 10,000 credit line. That's just the same thing, right? With line of credit, it's like a home, you have 500,000. They'll give you, I can get a line of credit of 400,000 such that I can use that 400,000. It's almost seated in my bank. I can use it at any time and I'm paying interest on that 400,000. If I don't use it, just like a credit card, if I don't use it, I don't pay interest. If I use 10,000, I pay interest on the 10,000, not on 400,000, right? Is it the same thing, same using property as a collateral for loan? Almost that, because, I mean, yes, it's almost like that because it's like a second lien. It's like a second lien on your property. It's like it's like a second loan on your property. Okay? It's the second line of credit against your home. Exactly. That's what it is. All right. Any other question? Are we clear on that? Are we clear on that? Equity. So you can actually take it. Like if my kids are going to school and God help you did not get a scholarship, it means that you'll be the one to pay off that money because we're going to take equity line of credit, but the tenant is going to be paying for you. It's just that instead of you enjoying your free property, right? By the time when your brothers and sisters is enjoying their own free property because they got scholarship, what you're going to be doing is your when your tenant is paying you, you'll be paying a mortgage. You'll be using it to pay mortgage instead of it going into your pocket. So that's why you need to work hard for that scholarship. Okay. Any other question? Leon, latest millionaire in town. And if you are seated here, you have been here 2 minutes, you are loving this, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you on the $1 million league carpet. Awesome. Equity. So let's go to number 4. So this is where this one matches ETF. Finish. That's it. Now we are going to number 4. Number 4 is something called leverage. And the last one is even the one that is most interesting. Leverage. You see this one, it beats ETF hands down. Whenever you want to buy ETF, let's say you want to buy ETF worth $200,000, like just the same way, you want to buy ETF worth 200,000. Is it possible for you to have 40,000 in the account and say that, you know what, I want to buy 200,000 worth Fidelity. I want to trade in 212 World Simple. I only have $40,000 in my account, but I want to buy ETF. I want to buy VOO or S&P 500 worth 200,000. Is that possible? Kingsley, welcome in, latest millionaire in town. Is that possible? I want to buy ETF. No, Zadie. Who else? Who agrees with you? I mean, maybe we don't know something. I always ask because I always satisfied. There's some things that I don't know. I know that people take margins, but there's also to lead me to a margin. And as a matter of fact, I never take margins, guys. No, okay. Please, fund needs to be readily available. Exactly. Funds needs to be readily available. Okay? So that's it. But when it comes to real estate, with $40,000, you can have, sorry to take you back. You mentioned scholarship. What did you mean by that? No, that's for so that's how I got into real estate with my kids. So we are using real estate to fund their education. So if you get a scholarship, right, you get the house, right? Because the house is yours. But if you don't get scholarship, we need to use the house to pay for your education. Okay? So it's almost like a reward system for them to actually put in effort to get the scholarship, even though they don't even know that, but one way or the other, they're working towards it to get scholarship. Exactly. All right. Smart. It makes sense. Exactly. So if you want to try that with your kids as well, that would, it's because with your 529 is locked in there. You can move about 35,000 to Roth IRA here. It's a whole drama. Leverage. So but with real estate, with 40,000, you can control 200,000. It's there. Do we agree? Thank you so much for the art. All right. Do we agree? Do we agree? With 40,000, you can buy, with investment, you have your credit and yes, okay? So that's it. So, and when you are getting appreciation is on 200K. Not on ETF, your appreciation or growth is on 40K. That's where a lot of people miss it. Appreciation or your growth is on ETF is on 40K when it's here. But when it comes to real estate, appreciation is on $200,000. And some people would say, but you're paying interest. You're not the one paying it. It's a tenant. And by the time you get to step number 6 of this, you will even understand further that even with the one that tenants, you are not even paying. Tenant is not even paying. It's coming into your pocket. We're going to get there. But do we understand this? Spirina, latest millionaire in town. If you understand this, yes. If this is light bulb to you, put light bulb. But if you don't understand, say Dr. Lina, repeat. Right? Dr. Lina, repeat. Or otherwise, if it's light bulb, you understand it, put it in the comment. Light bulb, you understand, or you do not understand, let me also know. Preach it, coach. Nuno is absolutely fantastic. She knows how to drop. She has her ways with words. Right? It seems that, do we understand it? Okay, let me explain it again. With real estate, this is real estate here. This is ETF here. We cannot use leverage when it comes to ETF. So it means your growth is on, this is also what you put here. Technically is 40K. Here, what is he put here is 40K. Your growth is on 200K because 40K on a leverage of 200K. Because you leverage 160. You got bank loan 160. You just joined. Okay. Yeah, 160. Right? But your growth is not going to be on 40,000 that you put in because the asset is 200,000. Your asset here is 200,000. Your asset here is 40,000. The asset is on 40,000 is different from the return on 40,000. Remember, rule of 72. Let's go back there. The return on $200,000 is different from the return on $40,000. You agree with me that the return on 200,000 is way higher than the return on 40,000. Do we agree? Let me know, please. If you don't understand, just say I do not understand. The quiet, the not responding. Okay, great. Okay, you agree. So this, it means that your growth is limited to the only amount, because you are not using leverage. You are using leverage here. Your growth is on 200,000 here. So in 10 years, your money will become 400,000 here. In 10 years, your money might just be at 80,000 or 160,000 if you use it at 5 years, every 5 years, right? That's what it means. Do we understand this? Do we understand? If you don't understand, let me know. It seems that we do not understand. You understand? Okay. Who else? Do we understand? Yes, we understand. Okay, perfect. So these, your principal, because you are using leverage, and I know that people would say, but you are going to be paying interest. Who is paying that interest? The tenant is the one that is paying the interest. Did you just join? Okay. If you just join, click on that follow button. For everyone that just joined, click on that follow button, okay? So good to have each and every one of you tonight. So that is the other one, right? The growth is on because you're using leverage. All right, DMS, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town. Awesome. So because you use leverage with 40,000, with 40,000, if you do this times 5, that's $1 million. 5 houses, 40,000, you do it for 5 years, or you do it for 10 years, 40,000, that's $1 million in asset. 240,000 multiple times, right? Times 5, that is $1 million. But if you put 40,000 times 5 years, 200,000. On the ETF side, it's 200,000 you have in asset. You have assets of 1 million here. You have assets of 200,000. And if it's just 40,000, you have assets of 40,000, you have assets of 200,000. That's the difference. That's a major difference here. Now, the next thing is number 5 is use of other people's money. A lot of times when it comes to real estate, you are using the bank's money, right? Ama, latest millionaire, glare like a light bulb. Exactly. Because a lot of people, they don't see it. You need to actually think in depth, and it could be very cumbersome. It could be very cumbersome, right? The thing, you use other people's money. You use the tenant's money you use the bank's money to buy. You use the tenant's money to pay. And then you use the number 6, the tax money, to get a lot of tax advantages. Tax advantages is the last one about real estate at all. Or you understand? I do not understand this green screen, guys. Okay. Do I need to say much? Or do that's it. Go on my Instagram page. Go and follow on my Instagram page. Is Money Talk with Dr. Lina on YouTube as well. Yeah, you said it all. That's it. That's it. You might say that, oh, you know what, but that's the A. Can you recap? Yeah, okay. That's the A. I don't have a farmland. Please, I would like to, God, if you can send me the link. Go to my YouTube, go to my Instagram channel. Money Talk with how to start with 500 to what? To real. They learn to play the games of the system. See, the middle class pays, mic dropped, exactly. The middle class pays the highest taxes. And guess what? They did not do anything wrong. They did not. They did not. And see, if I tell people, do you know how many people that when I tell you, you can get to $1 million in 10 years? And people are like, no, she's scamming. She's a lie. Are you even a millionaire? Are you even a doctor? Do you know what you're saying? If the ad workers, if it's about ad work, right? So unfair. It is absolutely fair because this code is available. It's available for you to use. I got over 20,000 back with vice president income, with professor income. At least that's 2 income, 2 solid income. and I still got over $20,000 back. How? I told you of a story of my client that had what's it called? That got what's it called? You see it under my repost. I have it under my what's it called repost. That particular video. I see some people already going on my Instagram channel. You'll find it there under my repost. You'll see it under my repost, right? And I also post it on my stories. I don't hold back. I have hundreds and hundreds of them because it's valuable to me. I told you of a friend, one of my contacts, a friend that told my client, she paid $60,000, $70,000 year one, $60,000, $70,000. I paid $51,000 last year. It sucks. I get, if you see Boleps, I think you need to get a one-on-one. Let's get a one-on-one or get a mentorship, right? I think we need to do it, right? 51. Okay, at least now we see somebody that got 51,000 last year. Because if I tell people, if somebody gets 60,000, another person says 70,000. If you have not met that kind of people, you'll be like, oh, she's lying. It's not possible. People make a whole lot of money. She paid taxes. 60,000 year one, 60, that was 2023. 2024, she paid 60,000. She said, hell no, I'm not. 60,000, I said, it was 130,000, 2 years. She said, I'm not doing it again. He said, because this next year, my taxes are even higher. I mean, my income is even higher. Am I going to be paying 100,000 in taxes? And I said, no. I started laughing. I was like, it's because you have not got it. Are you ready? She bought 2 houses cash. Each of them was at least 300,000. Just so you know the kind of money she makes. As a matter of fact, she had over $1 million in cash in the bank. Bank of America was calling her that, do you know that FDIC only protects up to $250,000? And if you see her, she doesn't wear Gucci. She doesn't, you will know, so she's been driving an Audi, the old Audi, that's what she's driving. She said, nothing is wrong with my car. So it is the people you try to compensate for what you don't have. The people that have the money, trust me, you will not, they don't, no. And guess what? She bought the houses. The next year, she made more money, but her taxes was $10,000. Less than $10,000. Please, can you drop your Instagram handle? It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Let me quickly look for it. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm not able to drop it. Just go and check Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Just the same name, the same picture. And I'm also even, they might start scamming that one again, right? Right? So it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Some people already followed. This is the same picture, the same name. On YouTube, it's the same thing. Please, yeah. What else again? Did I miss someone? Ophel, latest millionaire in town. So what did she do to have her taxes drop? That's what I just, buy property. That's it. And then you file your taxes. Set it up. Get an investor-friendly tax consultant. Our tax consultant has been like around for 30 years, right? Dr. Glad to join you here. I learned a lot, so God bless you too. I'm here often. Yeah, I am often on your live. Oh, great. So good to have you. Yeah, I'm here 1:30 Central Time. We're just doing for a financial freedom drive. All right, this July, and it's going to end by the end of the month. We have the 12 days wealth building challenge that we're going to use to wrap up the last 12 days of the month. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be execution every single day. It's always to broke that are trying to keep up with the Joneses. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely, man. There are a lot of scammers using your picture, and so that's what exactly I know. Because we are growing really fast. So guys, please, when they come, guys, anybody has recommendations? Anyone has recommendations? I don't know what to do. Anybody, I've reported them to TikTok. Please, I need videos on how to multiply to save for real estate. Okay, we'll talk about it the next time. right? Please, if you are here, the best I can do, and that's why you see me, I put the disclaimer, I will not come to HR, stop following people. I'm not going to follow you. I will not come to your DM. And I don't have WhatsApp, and I don't have any of those things. I don't have Telegram. Please, let's report them. Guys, report them and block them. Report and report. Guys, report and report. And if you have not clicked on the follow button, click on the follow button now. Click on the follow button now if you have not clicked on the follow button. The taxes, advantages, if you have high income, you see all of those interest rates that you're worried about, the property taxes, you use it to reduce your taxes. Every of those things, insurance, everything. If you get a consultation, everything, you use it to reduce your taxes. Do I put land in ETF or buy property? Why do you have to pick and choose? Right? Why do you have to pick and choose? Why don't you write the both words? Why don't you write both words? Okay? That's what I'm doing. Okay? Any other question? If you are still seated here, if you have not clicked on the follow button, click on it now. Know that it's Dr. Lina. This is the real Dr. Lina. If they come into your inbox, report and block. Make sure you click on the follow button. I hate to see you being scammed. Anyone still here that have not gotten their daily at me? How much is high income? It depends on the tax bracket. Once we are already getting to 26, 27, 28 tax brackets, right? Which one do you advise we start with before adding money? I would say start with, ETF is much easier. Just start in. With ETF, you can start right now. Like, you can start it tomorrow. But real estate, yes, above 100K, exactly, 6 figures. So that's, yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Auro. All right. So ETF starts immediately because it's easy. It's beginner friendly, but don't venture into real estate unless you get education. Okay. If you want the course, if you have not gotten the course, you'll find the link in my bio. The link in my bio is a 4-module course. It's going to teach you everything, how to buy it in 90 days. Okay. 90 days is what it needs. By the time you're done, including property management, we're going to be talking about property management tomorrow. Dr. Awa, I hope you're not having issues with property manager. Do you use property manager for your property? Do you use property manager? I'm here 1:30 to 1:30 and okay, by the way, let me show this to everyone. My YouTube community, thank you so much. I will talk to you guys later. All right. If you are not subscribed,